Playing college football. We are on. We are live. Ethan playing college football. 26 waiting. All right, brother, we'll play. I'm just sitting here. Adam Luckett and Nick Roush are on, and dude, I can't. I can't. I'm gonna have to go to therapy if I have to listen to these guys. I mean, Jesus Christ, man, God dang, guys. I mean, can you get happy at all? Uh, Louisville plays James Madison. Indiana plays Kennesaw State, and we play Ole Miss. Yeah. All right. I wish we were playing Kennesaw State. Yeah. Or James Madison, but we are not. Three people are here. Come on in, guys. I was listening to KSR's on, and I can't take very much more of Roush and Luckett. I just, damn. I mean, Jesus, could you be any more pessimistic? I mean, Jesus. Come on in, guys. Everybody, come on in. Ethan's here. Big Blue Breakdown. What's up, brother? Brother, KSR is on. If you want to get sad, go listen to Luckett and Rouse. Jesus Christ. Are we in a library or something? At a funeral home? Chad, it's not going to go well. Jesus, dude. I mean, they're at practice every day. And when they get interviewed, they're not sad when they're talking to the coaches and players, but when they're on a live, dude, look. I mean, let's be a little optimistic, huh? Um, Yes, we will see who comes on. I didn't know they were doing their live tonight, but if I get five or six people in here, we'll look at five or six people. Uh, Whoever comes, I will talk to you. I'm just looking at the line for this game. Louisville 13 and a half over James Madison. They should cover that. Indiana, who didn't play well that first game, plays Kennesaw 35 over and a half over Kennesaw State out at Kennesaw State. I don't even know where that is. We're 10 and a half, still holding at 10 and a half. The point totals dropped to 50 and a half. That's, ooh. So they're dropping the score instead of bringing it up. So, wonder what that means. Not sure what that means. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. I'm just sitting here looking at FanDuel over under for Zach Calzada passing yards. I don't know what it is. What did it say? Oh, okay, you can just bet different stuff. Okay. Uh, Come on in, guys. All right, who's here? Big Blue Breakdown. The game can change the trajectory of our season. Sure can. Every game will change the trajectory of our season because our fans bitch about music. And the guy called KSR today and said, "I'm a veteran. I can't see the flag where I'm sitting." And I'm like, "What? What the hell does that have to do?" Yeah, I mean, we need to win. We needed to win the first game. That was the most important one. If we'd have lost the first game, me and you wouldn't be doing this right now. Probably everybody would have just gave up on us. We were holding at a 10.5 point underdog. Uh, don't know. Dell rushing. Okay. Our point total is 19 and a half, so it dropped, and their point total stayed at 30 and a half. So 31-21, 31-20, something like that. 31. So we'll see. We'll talk about this in a minute, why I think we can hold why we can stay with these guys. Six people here. I am Tom, Kentucky Football Nation. Come on in, guys. Hey, what's up, Christopher? Hey, man, I was listening to KSR is doing a live right now. Roush and Luckett. I can only take so much of those guys. I mean, Jesus, man, I have to take some Prozac. Can anybody be happy about this season? I mean, damn, we won the first game. I don't know, guys. I'm just different. I understand this is going to be a hard game. Okay. But I'm going to tell you why we're going to cover the 10 and a half. And I'm not going to just do it because I feel like it. I'm going to show you some numbers. We're going to go over that. Understand the concern about the pass is bad. We are 1-0. That's right. Yes, we're 1-0. Jesus Christ. I mean, did we lose? I mean, and nobody picked us to win. We listen. I'm going to tell you when we get some people in here. I'm going to do one Friday. I got a video come out Friday. This is not about revenge. I'm going to tell you what this is really about because I've been a fan. I was in Ole Miss in the late '80s, early '90s. I was in Oxford, Starkville, Tuscaloosa, Auburn. I was around these people. You got to understand what's at stake here. It's not about uh, revenge. I'll explain it to you. We get a few more people in here. I'm gonna tell you what really is going on because it's pretty simple to see what the deal is here. No one has given us a chance to cover the 10.5. Everybody's thinking we're going to get beat 45 to 7. Yeah, we're only going to score 7 points and we're going to give up 45. Okay. Even though Vegas doesn't say that. Who cares about numbers? Numbers, smumbers. Who cares? Numbers don't. I don't have to get on. Everybody just gets on here. I notice YouTube is about feelings. I'm here. What's up, Ethan? Hey, man. Everybody feel okay tonight? I guess we got to feel good. You got to feel. I feel like we could win this game. So we will. No, how about we look at some stats and some numbers and the people that do this professionally before we start saying we're going to get beat 45 to 7, and that's what most people are saying, guys. We have zero chance of winning this game. No chance whatsoever. Can't cover the 10.5. See, they got to beat us bad. And right now, I'm gonna tell you what. I don't care what they're scared right now, and they should be scared. And we're gonna go over it. I'm gonna let a few more people. We'll let some more people get in here. We'll see. I didn't know KSR was doing their live tonight, but you know what? Like I said, I like Luckett and Rouse, but dude, I can only take so much of their tone of voice. Their tone of voice doesn't change. They talk like this right here, and I'm like, dude, I mean, can somebody get happy? Can somebody yell? I mean, Roush yells when we lose. He yells at Tennessee. Tennessee uses his clips all the time to dog us out. I wish he would cool it a little bit. Hopefully he will. Our point total is over under 19 and a half. Their point total is over under 30 and a half. So about a 10-point game, about a 31-21 game. Hey, Cobby Cobb, Rouse sucks. Luck, it's okay. Yeah. I mean, look, man, I'm getting tired. These guys are in practice every day. And I notice when they talk to the coaches and players, they're all happy. And then when they get by themselves, then they go, huh, that was awful. Well, why didn't you say it to the coaches? Why don't you act like that? Why do you have to act two different ways? If you don't like what's happening, why don't you just tell them that? I mean, these guys are professional media. I mean, if I had a problem with the wide receivers, I would just say, well, I'd just go there and ask the question. By the way, everybody sees Mark Stoops' show. He was talking about um, who are we going to start here? JJ Hester. Poor Mark Stoops. I mean, what's up tonight, guys? All right. Anyway, 11 people in here. I was watching KSR. I mean, they were okay. It was Luckett and Roush, same stuff. The stadium atmosphere. If I hear that one more time, is not good. I hope the fans show out. Yeah, me too. It's just not sold out. Okay, look, man, and the music, and they're going to bring back It's a Party, and some veteran called up on KSR and said, I can't see the flag from where I'm sitting. I don't know what the hell that has to do. Go to the VFW, buddy, if you want to see a flag. Okay, I'm a veteran. Do you think I care about a flag? I mean, I care when it's the national anthem, but dude, I mean, come on. Let's talk about the game a little bit. All right, guys, we got 10 people. Question: Why? Let me ask you guys something. Why does every podcast, including some of ours, think we're going to lose this game 45 to 7? And why does Vegas have these points spread at 10.5? Why? Why do you think that is? Let's see if anybody. I got the answer. There's some answers for you here. Why do you think that Vegas has this 10.5, but every other so-called professional podcast has it at plus 10.5? I wonder why that is, guys. Uh, I know why Vegas has it at 10.5, and I'm going to show you. They don't do the research exactly. Well, that's part of it. Yep, that's part of it. Numbers, smumbers. Hey, who needs numbers? How the hell what the hell does Vegas know? I mean, hey, these guys. I was watching one guy, Ole Miss guy, who's not. I think he's a radio host, and he's all. I thought, well, I'll listen to this guy. He doesn't look like he's affiliated with anyway. And he said that they were better at us at every single position. And I thought, are you out of your mind? Are you mentally ill to actually? I had to turn that one off. I almost at every position, all 22 positions. Okay, all right. Tapeworm, we are a better team than last year. Yes, we are. Ole Miss, we're going to talk about them. They're secondary. Roush and them are starting all transfers. Now we have to our receivers. If you watch my Zach Calzada video, we got to catch the ball. Hester's going to play more. I could tell by what Mark Stoops. I saw him and Zach Calzada practicing together. And I was like, thank God, because that dude is 6'5". And Hardly Gilmore cannot fight for the ball. He's a little dude. He's going to get muscled up, and you saw him. So even when he was open, he dropped that touchdown. And man, we dropped so many passes, guys, when I went back and watched the game. I mean, people's blaming it on the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. No, no. You saw the running back dropped one, two. It was hitting people in both hands, and they were dropping it. Then fumbling the ball, carrying it like a loaf of bread. Too many mistakes. Dad, what's up? White's defense don't give a lot of points. Yeah, I was thinking about this, Dad. You think we'll play a 3-4 or a 4-3? We might have to play a 4-3 on this one because they're going to run the ball. Whereas, I mean, they're going to run the ball a lot better than whereas Toledo can't run. We might have to play a 4-3. It'd be interesting to see if we stay in a 3-4. Hey, Lance from look up a 3-4, Lance. I know you don't know what the fuck a 3-4 is, but yeah, or 4-3. Let's talk some actual football here instead of just getting on here. I feel like we're gonna lose 45-7. Okay, I feel like no, I'm just being sarcastic here. Multiple looks. Yes, Dad. I agree. Look, this guy threw an interception. The first drive was scripted, is what Roush said, and he did fine. The next two drives, he threw a pick. He got hit. He got nailed when he threw it. I got a Austin Simmons video coming out tomorrow night. We watched film on that on Austin Simmons. Just watch my video. You're going to see exactly. I didn't just get on there and feel like I actually show you the plays and we break them down. And then, yeah, you'll see for yourself instead of taking my word for it. I don't know everything. WKRP, what's up, brother? Alabama had higher rated prospects in every position. Yeah, they were awful. Yeah, I watched some of that game and I was like, ooh, uh, yeah. And I have been around Alabama fans. Like I said, for those of you that I got 10 people in here. Yeah, I lived in Mississippi and Alabama as a young man, and I got to see Alabama, Auburn, and Ole Miss, Mississippi State fan bases. And I know SEC football because I was there. I went to their games. I didn't get to go to the game, an Alabama game, a home game. I did get to go to Auburn, Oxford, Dad. Got to confuse Kiff, and yeah, their quarterback is new. They had their way, but you know what? Still, guys, why do you think Vegas has this at 10.5, and every podcast has us losing 45-7? Yes, it's research, but what specifically makes it a 10.5 point game? Anybody watch the highlights of that, or look at the? Well, you'd have to look at the numbers of the game. I'll show you. We're going to talk about it here in a minute. There's a specific reason why it's 10.5, and we can win this game. Uh, Georgia State is an awful team, by the way, guys. By the way, awful. They ran up the score on them. They put their freshman in the fourth quarter. So I'm going to show you tomorrow night when we watch Austin Simmons. I mean, they were losing 32-7 or 40-7, and they emptied their bench and they just ran the score up on them. So it's fool's gold. Rick Pitino used to call this fool's gold. Okay, that's what it is. They did this last year. I'm not saying we're going to win, but they ran the score up on some people, and they thought. And then when they ran into us, all of a sudden, no, you're not going to run the score. Their offensive line did not play well at all. So we will see. Podcasters are wanting chicks. Vegas who want suckers. You're exactly right, brother. Yep. They want money, dad, and chicks. Yep, they'll say whatever. I watched two guys who reference Star Wars. Jesus Christ. I'm sitting here looking at numbers. These some bitches are referencing effing Star Wars. Oh my God, dude. This is my 6th month, guys. I gotta admit, I get frustrated sometimes. Big Blue breakdown. Some people have no idea what they're talking about. Yep. About the O-line dominated. Yeah, you did. I'm gonna go back and watch that. I was trying to get in here. We did dominate them. Now, this defensive line would be a little bit harder to dominate, but their secondary is all transfers, and we have to throw the ball. Tight ends have to catch. The running backs have to catch the ball out of the backfield. I think after McGowan dropped that one that hit him right in the hands, they didn't try and throw to him again. I don't know why, guys, but it was sure. ESPN, Matt Jones was talking about this today. There was like 6 ESPN analysts that watched our game. All 6 of them said the receivers were never open. That one play, Gilmore was open on that long pass, hit him in both hands. He dropped it. But they said we were never, our wide receivers were never open. And they said it wasn't Zach Calzada's fault. And it wasn't Bush Hamden's fault. So if these guys do that for a living. So if they said that, of course, you saw the film I put out last night. I only did a few drives and you could see, guys not getting open. Get Kendrick Law. I mean, look, he's too little. He can't buy. Somebody put a body on him and he slowed up on that route. And I was like, man, you just gave up on a route. And it looks like our quarterback overthrew him. We didn't overthrow him. You let the guy muscle you up and then you slow down. You can't do that. Our receivers had to show. I mean, look, I feel sorry for Calzada, but I think he'll have a better game. They had a good week of a good Monday practice, so we've had a good week of practice. SEC, yeah, mostly SEC, really anybody, yeah, SEC podcasters. And I'm not even going to name. Look, I'm tired of naming people. I'm not going to name Lance anymore. I shouldn't have went off on Lance, but Lance really rubbed me the wrong way. Lance, I mean, man, you let somebody come on your podcast and dog out your team. What? It's all about money, Lance. I know you're getting paid, buddy. I hope it's a lot. Hope you're enjoying your life. Uh, Geez, I couldn't do it. Tapeworm. What are your thoughts on Wilcox? He ain't coming back. Ain't coming back. If it's the story I heard was true, well, he went in the woman's bedroom, the damn girl's bedroom at 1 o'clock in the morning. He ain't coming back. Matt Jones has already alluded to he ain't coming back. He ruined his life. I mean, you can't do that. You can't go in somebody. That's breaking and entering. That's fucking burglary. I mean, I don't even know what he got charged with. I didn't see the story, but he's off the team. And I mean, I don't know what you do with him at this point. He's going to have to go somewhere else. Big blue breakdown. We're going to hit on the deep ball. Well, we better. Yeah, I mean, look, the receivers are the ones that blew that game. Okay, it was well, we won the game. First of all, we won the damn game. We covered the point. We would have, if it wasn't for the safety, we'd have covered the 9.5. Vegas had that game 28-17. As I've said, it ended up 24-16, about what Vegas says. Vegas has this game about 31-21, 31-20. That's probably what it's going to be. Okay. We're probably going to, we'll cover I bet you we cover the 10.5. Okay. Well, all right, we got more people in here. We're going to talk some more about this in a minute here. Why do you think? All right, guys, let's talk about Ole Miss for a second. I've been around these people all my life. This game is not about revenge. Okay. I just want you to understand that. This game is about, think of this as a poker game. Their reputation is on the line. Their entire football program is on the line here. If they lose this game, it will set their football program back a decade. Okay. So imagine if it's a poker game. They're putting all their football chips in the middle of the table and they're calling us. Okay. They're calling us because they think they're better than us. Okay. They think they're better. They're some high and mighty team, and they're not. This is see, if they lose to us, we're the worst team, doormat of the SEC, not going to win an SEC game. We're just trailer trash, low life scumbag. Mark Stoops should have left a long time ago. That's what they think about us, guys. That's what they think about us. We're low life. So see, Ole Miss can't lose to us because if they do, their football program's over. Lane Kiffin's not going to playoffs. He's done at Ole Miss. They're done. They fall back. See, they're not better. They're not that much better than us. If you look at the records over the last, and I did this, I think I did this on a video. The last 25 years, we've won as many games that they won. They haven't been to the playoffs. And here's a little secret: they haven't won the SEC since 1963. We won it in 1976. So they are pissed. They're superior to us. They're elite. We're just this trailer trash scumbag team. Can't score. Just going to get blown out. That's what they want you to think. Okay. All right. Let's look at D Skinner. The offense is designed to feature running backs and tight ends. I said that. Yes. That's the Boise State offense. All right. Well, you know what? Let's just look at this. Since you guys are here, let's talk about something here. The reason we can win this game, folks, and it's numbers. What do we do here? Georgia State, 34 rushes, 191 yards, 5.6 yards a carry. And you think you're going to stop our offensive line? Okay. All right. Sure you are. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what they did to them, guys. I watched the game. Their defensive line sucked. I mean, their linebackers sucked. Their secondary couldn't tackle. They 5.6 yards. Georgia State is barely an FCS school. They're awful. And they ran on them. And they hit their quarterback. Last SEC title, 1963. This is what pisses them off. And if your players are better than us, how come we have 29 players in the NFL and you only have 22? Ole Miss fans? Anybody? Well, I doubt you're going to come in here. Why? See, this is what pisses them off. They're elitists. They're better than we are. No, you're not, buddy. The stats don't prove that either. We have got to at least play. Look, they've got to blow us out. Okay, they know this. They're scared. I don't let them tell you they're not scared because they're scared because they know, if you lose this game, it's your whole football program goes down the drain. And we set you back a decade because you're going to have to let Kiffin go because he can't get you to the playoffs. And you're not going to find somebody that's going to get you to the playoffs. They cannot lose this game, guys. Cannot lose it. And not only can they not lose it, they have to beat us 45-7. If we cover that 10 or we stay within a touchdown or two, it will embarrass them. That's what their sites are saying. And of course, they don't know our players. They don't realize they gave up 5.6 yards of carry to damn Georgia State, and they're getting ready to play who? And we have no offensive linemen, some moron said on one of their podcasts. I'm like, we got two guys going to the NFL, Pete and Braun. Okay. All right. Their offensive line could not block Georgia State. He threw two picks. One of them he got nailed on. He was running for his life sometimes, most of the first quarter. So anyway, what's up, Andrew? Ole Miss is UK better marketing and head coach. Yeah. Well, I don't care about the personality thing. I like Lane Kiffin personally, but look, man, F you, dude. You ain't gonna come in here, when he starts talking, look, he knows he shut his mouth this week. He knows. Look, guys, it's about more than revenge. It's about their entire football program. If they lose to us, that puts them down where we are, and they're elitist. They want to go to the playoffs and be up here. If we beat them, it's like sinking their battleship. It's over. The death. Some dumbasses on. I ain't gonna name the podcast. Was quoting Star Wars to for our game. I'm like, oh my god, dude, Star Wars. Okay, well, if we destroy the Death Star, then that's it. Um, Dad, we scored 24. Yeah, I mean, look, Austin Simmons can run. He's faster than Tucker Gleason. Look, guys, you don't realize how good Toledo's offense is. Their receivers, they think we can't cover their receivers. That's what really makes me laugh is we just covered Vandross and the other guy. Vandross was all Mac, and he really could play on any SEC team because he's that fast. We shut them down. We got to pass. You're going to tell me we can hit Tucker Gleason, but we can't hit Austin Simmons? I don't think so. Georgia State nailed him. You're going to see my video tomorrow night, guys. I got a video on Austin Simmons tomorrow night. Watch the video. It's all on there. It's not about feelings and how I feel, and I hope that we win 45-7. I think we are. And no. Vegas knows what they're doing, guys. You think Vegas doesn't know what that? I love that guys just don't even disregard it. By the way, the point total has dropped to 50.5. It's still plus 10.5. We're still a 10.5 point underdog. Our point total dropped 1 point. So we were supposed to score 20, about 2021. They dropped it down to 19-20. Ole Miss is holding at 30.5. So, we'll see what happens. That's about a 31-21 game. They're going to load the box. Okay, let's talk about that. Dad, I hope the officials are better. Yeah, that once you look at that play with Hester, his elbow wasn't that didn't have nothing to do with the play. Stopping the game for 10, 15, literally 10 minutes to sit there and try and find a way to overturn that call. Dude, the referee standing right there made the call. There's supposed to be indisputable evidence, and there wasn't any, but whatever. Um, you know, um, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but yeah, the refs we definitely have to have better officials. I lost my train of thought there. But no, 31-21. That's about what Vegas has it set at. And Zach Calzada's passing yards were like 185 over and under. I hope he hits 185. If Harley Gilmore then would stop dropping passes, he would have hit 200 yards. Kendrick Law giving up on a route and Harley Gilmore drop and Seth McGowan. If you go back and watch my Zach Calzada video I posted last night, guys. If you haven't seen that, I kind of roll over some routes that were ran. People hitting two hands, dropping the ball. So, we have to win the one-on-one battles, the hand fighting. We have to get positions. You got to play Stellato and Hester. Hester's 6'5". You can't play Kendrick Law, who's 5'10", over a guy who's 6'5". Well, Stellato is the backup for Law. You got to, we got to get some people in there. We really do. But yeah, these guys, they live in a fantasy world thinking I got a video coming out on Friday. I really went on a rant, guys. I turned on a little bit of a podcast for you guys and let you see what people say. And it's just amazing. It's just amazing. Defense rated #1 pass rush in the nation. I saw that. Yeah, we were good at getting to the quarterback. Yeah, and they think they can block us, and they couldn't block Georgia State. I'm trying to figure out 63-7. Rick Pitino, remember this, guys? Rick Pitino we'd blow out some teams, and he would call it fool's gold. That's what it is. It's fool's gold. That if you watch that game, you watch my video tomorrow night on Austin Simmons, you'll see. He threw 2 picks in the first quarter, and he got nailed on one of them because you can't block Georgia State, but you're going to block. Yeah, they think they can block Gusta and Humphrey Grace. And okay, all right, well, good luck, because you sure as the hell didn't see it the first game. But yeah, what are stats? That doesn't mean anything. Who cares about stats and numbers? Who needs to fool with that stuff? We don't really need to see that. Yeah. So anyway, yes, passing yards. Zach Calzada, over under 150. That 54. That drop. They think Austin Simmons is going to get 275 yards passing. If he gets 275 yards passing, we're going to be in trouble. Player rushing yards: Dowdle 45, McGowan 60, dude for Ole Miss 65. So they think they're going to pass better and we're going to run better. That's probably right. Tape worm. I keep hearing Calzada throws too hard on short passes. Well, no, not on the one to McGowan that I showed you last night. I mean, he does throw. I mean, he might throw a little bit of harder ball, but man, if you hit, I mean, 2 hands. I mean, Seth McGowan dropped the one, with 2 hands. I just see people dropping. I don't know if it was lack of concentration, but man, no, the tight ends caught the short passes and, they didn't have any problem with it. But we'll see. WKRP, Lane Kiffin was scratching his ass. Well, listen, like I said, guys, his whole reputation, their whole football program. I said this at the beginning, probably if you just came on. This is like a poker game. Ole Miss is taking all their football chips and they're putting them in the middle. And they're saying, calling us. So as you see my little board here, this is why the point total is 10.5, guys, is plus 10.5. It's not because I feel like it's 10.5 and I feel like we're going to, I put my hat on backwards and not shave and come on here and roll out of bed and say, we're going to beat them 45-7. There's a reason. Georgia State sucks. Okay. They're barely an FCS school. 34 rushes for 191 yards, 5.6 yards per rush. Okay. And you going to stop us? They're going to have to load the box, guys. They're going to have to load. That's what I was going to talk about. I lost my train of thought. Oh, I got up here, guys. First of all, this pisses them off. You really want to piss off an Ole Miss fan? Last time they won the SEC was 1963. Last time we won it was 1976. Now, we were co-champions with someone, but it still counts. And in the NFL, they think they're better. Their podcasters say they are better at all 22 positions than we are. But if you look at the NFL, we have 29 players in the NFL on NFL rosters right now. They only have 22. So if they're so much better than we are, why the hell do we have more? If Stoops is such a bad coach, why the hell does he have more players in the NFL than Ole Miss does? Can anybody answer that for me? Lance, anybody, anybody. Doesn't make any sense, does it? Because it's not true. Look at this once again. If you don't look at the numbers and I feel like Ole Miss is superior to us. I feel like it. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to see some feelings on Saturday. I'm not saying we're going to win this game, but guys, they got to blow us out. They have said it. It's got to be 3 or 4 touchdowns. It's got to be 45-7. And they're in for a rude awakening. They're setting themselves up to fail right now because all the pressure's on you. Okay. D Skinner, it doesn't win a certain way. Yeah. Here's the deal, guys. When you stack the line, when you put everybody up on the line in the box, there's nobody behind you. If one person misses an assignment, guess what happens? 79-yard Dowdell run. That's how he got. If you watch that run where he got 79 yards, a dude was supposed to keep outside containment and he got pinned on the inside, and Dowdell just broke it outside and ran right past him because he missed an assignment. When you put everybody up like that, one missed assignment, we're gone. That's what we need to do. I'm going to tell you, it's going to be in my video on Friday. You hit them. You're running the ball 4 yards, 3 yards. Somebody misses his assignment, gone. That's what we got to do to win right there. So go ahead, buddy. Load the box. All you Ole Miss guys, hey, load that box. Load that sumbitch up. Load it. Put everybody in the box. Put 9 in the fucking box. Fuck that. You do it. Do it. Yeah. Set yourself up to lose. That's what you're going to do. I don't think Lane Kiffin's dumb enough to do that, but we'll see. Um, yeah, our receivers have to catch the ball or we're going to lose. That's the bottom line. Tapeworm, Lane Kiffin can't fake injuries. Yeah. I mean, look, I like Lane Kiffin. I like Ole Miss fans for the most part, but their podcasters are freaking mentally ill, thinking you in SEC thinking we're going to lose 56-0. What? Who the hell you think you playing here? You know, Toledo's a pretty good team. You notice how Toledo was this great team that got votes in the top 25 till we beat them. Now they're no good. You see, guys, we're just trailer trash. We're just the worst team in the SEC, doormats. We're not even worthy of being in the league. Why, Mark Stoops has been third longest tenured coach. He should be gone. That's it. We're just trailer. We can't. We're not going to win any SEC games. Look, guys, we're going to come in here and we're going to watch the game on Saturday. Watch the game right here, right here. Okay, right here. Okay. We're going to do a pregame show at 2 o'clock Central because the game comes on at 2:30 Central, 3:30 Eastern. So we'll do a pregame 30 minutes before, and we'll do a postgame show after. We're going to do a live interactive chat right here during the game, right here, right where I'm sitting. We're going to watch the game. And you know what, guys? We're not going to win. We're going to give you 56-0. Well, we might score 7. I think they gave us 7. So look, we're just going to watch us get beat 56-7, and that's it, man. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. I hate to break it to you. We're the worst team. Mark Stoops is the worst coach, winningest coach in our history. And yeah, all right, okay, all right. But we'll watch it. I mean, we're going to watch it. They're just going to throw all. We can't cover their receivers. We can't stop their offense. They're going to, and we can't score. Even though Georgia State got 191 yards rushing, 5.6 yards a carry, if you look at the numbers. But hey, who cares about numbers? We can't do that. Georgia State can, but we can't. Okay. All righty. You better load that box, Kiffin, is what you better do, buddy. And you better stop the run. And the first person that misses one, Dowdell or McGowan's going to go for 79 yards. And somebody's going to miss an assignment like that guy on the Dowdell. If you watch that run, a guy missed an assignment. One guy, when you stack the box, one guy makes a mistake and the running back is gone. There's nobody behind you. So go ahead, man. Stack it up, baby. I'm gonna love it, man. I hope it's close. I don't look, even if we don't win, if we stay within 2 touchdowns, it's gonna piss them off because they're saying we play LSU in a couple weeks and we can't beat them. I think Calzada and the receivers are gonna play better. Well, they sure as the hell can't play any worse. Fish, I'll tell you that. That was looking at the film, going back and watching it. When I saw it live, I knew it was bad. But man, when I went back and watched it the second time, I was like, oh my god. ESPN, who broke down the game, Matt Jones was saying 6 people at ESPN that broke down the game said the receivers cost us a game. They were never open. I agree. It was not on Bush Hamden. It was not on Zach Calzada. Now the safety was, but they were never open. Never. I hit Gilmore on that one long pass that he dropped. Christopher Lane seen some. Now Lane's just being cautious. Look, don't let them tell you they're not scared. They're scared. They're scared. I know they're saying they're going to win 45-7. Okay. All right. Well, Vegas, yeah, I guess you're not looking at any numbers. Like I said, hey, guys, YouTube, I've learned this is my 6th month. YouTube is about feelings. It's not about facts or numbers or who needs that stuff. It's about, I'm going to wake up today. I'm going to wake up on Saturday. How do I feel about this game? How do I feel about the game atmosphere? Are they playing the right music? Some guy called up KSR today and complained, a veteran, about not being able to see the flag from where he was sitting. The American flag. Listen, dude, watch the game. Go to the VFW if you need to see the flag. I'm a veteran. Look, go watch the game, guys. Look, it's hard right now to get young people do not watch sports. My son-in-law and daughter are 30 years old. They don't even watch any sports. None of their friends watch sports. That's the problem all over college football and college basketball. Tapeworm, off topic. We go to non-SEC games. Who's guaranteed? It's rumor is Georgia, South Carolina, Mississippi State's our pod. That's the rumor. Lane seen so yeah. No, Lane Kiffin was just being look. He respects March Stoops. He's not dumb. Yeah, I don't care what his podcasters are saying and his fans are saying. He watches film. You don't think, and they're talking about he sat in the dark all summer long. And we've run a basic Boise State offense. 15 minutes you can figure out our playbook. I figured it out in 30 minutes, and I'm not even a coach. You think Lane Kiffin's sitting in a room somewhere? No. what a dumb, what an ignorant thing to say on a fucking podcast. He's sitting in the dark. Oh, we're running basic plays here, as it's not hard. We're running the ball. We're throwing a tight end, and we're going to throw the receivers, and it's RPOs, and that's it. Like we said, misdirection plays on that run when Dowdell cut outside because the guy missed an assignment. He cut it back and went outside, and he was gone. I mean, it's not complicated. Lane Kiffin can figure it out. He's a football coach. He can figure our offense and defense out in about 30 minutes, and we can figure them out. Because I got Austin Simmons' video coming out tomorrow night, guys. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Tomorrow night is Austin Simmons. I'm gonna show you. He threw 2 picks on the first 3 drives. The first drive was scripted. He threw a touchdown. Then he threw 2 interceptions. One of them he got nailed on. He got hit. Their offensive line has 3 new offensive linemen, and it shows because they struggle and they think that they can block us though, because we're worse than Georgia State, guys. See, Georgia State here ran for 191 yards on 34 carries for 5.6 yards a carry. If we do that, we will win this game. If we run for 191, 200 yards, we can win this game. And then, of course, the one thing we messed up on, guys, is on the Hester, we didn't get to the line of scrimmage after he caught that ball. We were too slow getting back to the line of scrimmage. I agree with Matt Jones about that. They were talking about that. You got to get back to the line and snap the ball quick, and we were too slow. Yes, we only want to run plays in the 60s. We don't want to run 80 or 90 plays. So we need to be a little quicker on that. D. Skinner, in my opinion, if Calzada's play actions were believable, they held the linebackers. Yeah, well, yeah, he needs to be a little better on that. I agree with that. He does need to be a little better on that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Still, guys drop the ball. D, if you go back and watch my Calzada video from last night, where we show some routes, guys, I mean, ball's hitting you in both hands, not just one, 2 hands hitting you, and you drop the ball. I mean, man, I don't know what to do. They could not get open. Kendrick Law, you can't have. I mean, Kendrick Law and Macklin are 2 starting receivers. Between them, 1 catch. Can't do that, guys. See, I just put this up here to piss off people. Last SEC title for Ole Miss was 1963. Ours is 1976. We put 29 players right now on rosters. We have 29 as of last week. They have 22. So you see, guys, for you who just joined us, this Ole Miss, this is about their. If we beat them, it sets their football program back a decade. They're going to have to get rid of Lane Kiffin, because he's not going to go to playoffs, and they're done. And they think they're better than we are, and they think they have a football program, and they don't. As I just showed you, if you did, these numbers, see these numbers? I didn't just make them up. I didn't come in. I feel like Ole Miss is superior to Kentucky. I feel like it. No, I can fucking prove it right here, buddy. So I don't need some Ole Miss people. See, this is the deal. It's their whole psyche. It's gonna ruin them. I mean, they're done. They're done for a decade if we beat them. I'm gonna tell you right now, everything's on the line for them. This is not about revenge. This is about survival in the SEC. You can't lose to trailer trash, basement, last worst team in the SEC, Kentucky. Even though the numbers don't bear that out, you can't lose to us, because if you do, you're done. Your coach is done. You ain't going to playoffs, and people are going to talk shit about you for years. So let them play. Ain't talking about playing angry. Okay, play angry. Yeah, get real mad as hell. Just play angry the whole game. Tapeworm, do you think Bush Hamden's play calling is off? No, I do not. They are not executing correctly. ESPN pointed that out. Cole Kublik. I knew it after I watched the tape. Guys, when you can't get open, when you give up on a route like Kendrick Law, you get bodied and you just stop running and you don't even try to catch the ball. Receivers lost the game for us. They lost the game for us. I mean, yes, he got a safety he shouldn't have got, but yeah, you have got to get open. You have to win the one-on-one, the hand fighting. And the only person that did that was Hester. And thank God Mark Stoops has already alluded that Hester's going to play more. He should be starting. He's 6'5". He's 6'5". I mean, look, I like Kendrick Law. He's 5. He's listed at 5'10". He's probably 5'8". Okay. Dude, Nothing beats 6'5". Get his ass in the game. Salato is Kendrick Law's backup. Put him in the game. He's played for Clemson. He's played a lot. He's caught a lot of passes. Put him in the game. We can't play around. If you can't catch or run around, you can't be on the field. So find us three receivers that can that can catch, because it doesn't matter who the people talk. Cutter Boley couldn't have did any better. When you hit somebody in two hands and they drop the ball or they carry the ball like a loaf of bread, I like Rodriguez, but dude, you can't carry it like a loaf and not wrap up. There were like four guys that are bearing down on you, dude. Just go to the ground or at least freaking cover the ball. You can't make mistakes like that. So no, it was not Hamden. I feel sorry for him because he gets blamed for it. Everybody see my nice little chart up here. If you're new, I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Went on a little bit of a rant at the beginning. Don't go back and watch it. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that about Locked on Kentucky, but you deserve it, Lance. I'm sorry, dude. I just got to call it like it is. You suck, and you really suck bad. Um, what are we saying here? Georgia State 191 yards rushing on 34 carries for 5.6 yards per carry, but they're going to stop our running backs. What they're going to do is okay. All right. Good luck with that. Good. Load that box up, buddy. Put 8 or 9 people in the box. That's right. Now our receivers and our tight ends and our running backs have to catch the ball. We can't drop the ball, and we have to get open. All their defensive backs are all transfers. That's what Roush and them were saying earlier tonight. I didn't realize that. Big Blue Breakdown noticed all of our mistakes were in the first half. Yeah, they were, but we really dropped balls all the whole game, to be honest with you. Like I said, you got to win the one-on-ones. This is the SEC. And I know the cornerback that was on Macklin and Gilmore, that dude's going to be in the NFL. I don't care, supposedly, for Toledo. Two of their defensive backs, they have like projected four NFL players. So, I mean, they're a good team. We beat I want you guys to understand something. They threw 40 passes. They're saying Austin Simmons is going to throw all over us. That guy that's going to the NFL threw 40 times, and he couldn't beat us. So how the hell is some rookie who threw two picks against Georgia State is going to come in and okay, all right, what are you smoking? What pills are you popping? Huh? I mean, hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the numbers are wrong. Maybe everybody's right, and they'll just come in and beat us 45-7, and we'll be lucky. I don't know. We'll see. Turnovers, yes. Okay, yeah, you're right about that, Big Blue Breakdown. Christopher Reese, pretty shocked to see crap from Lance. Oh, yeah. Lance had 6 guys on after the game, and he wasn't one of them. So this locked on stuff, this is all a network where people get paid money. So good old Lance there has South Carolina guy on, Georgia guy on, Ole Miss guy on, and they're reviewing all the games, and they're talking shit about our team. You think I would let somebody come on my podcast? I don't give a damn if we lose 63-0. You're not going to come on here and talk shit about my team. This guy lets people come on his podcast because he gets paid. So, buddy, I hope you're getting paid well, Lance. I hope you're getting paid well. Mama's boy, you know. I hope you're getting paid good. That was embarrassment to let somebody come on your podcast and dog out your team. You're a coward, Lance. I can't stand cowards, guys. I'm sorry. All right, I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. We're going to get off Lance because I'm going to have to take a Prozac or something. But no, listen, this game, we can't turn the ball over. We can't make bonehead plays. If Hardly Gilmore plays, Hardly Gilmore's new name is Hardly Open. That's what I'm calling him because I watched the film. He's hardly open. Hardly Gilmore, if he's going to be on the field, by God, you got to do better than that. Him and Kendrick Law got body. As soon as they got body on him, they just gave up. They couldn't hand fight anybody ever. And that makes me, put Stellato in there, put Hester in there, somebody with experience. And, Hester's 6'5", and, Macklin's got to get open. I mean, look, guys, ESPN said the KSR was talking about this. There were 6 people from ESPN that reviewed our game footage, and all 6 of them said the receivers were never open, and they were the reason we lost. And I agree with that. I don't think they were ever open. After I watched the game a second time, I watched it back. I was like, well, they never, very rarely, you know. Hardly Gilmore dropped that touchdown. I mean, Calzada threw a friggin' perfect bomb, and Hardly Gilmore was behind the defense, and it hit you in the end zone, 2 hands, and you drop the ball. You can't do that. You can't be on the field. I mean, look, I like the kid, but man, come on. Uh, all right, guys. Vegas has this at 10.5. I know Vegas. Hey, man, we don't need to know about numbers, okay? And one thing I know about YouTube and SEC podcasts, we don't give a f about numbers. Who needs numbers? Numbers. Who cares what Vegas says? Vegas says it's going to be about a 31-21 game. Okay. 10.5 is the line. I think we can cover that. If we cover that, even if we lose, they're going to cry about it because they said they have to blow us out 45-0 to prove that they're the big bad elite SEC team, and we're just the trailer trash basement team. That's what they want to do. And if you just came in here, this game is not about revenge. It's about reputation. Because if we beat them, we set their football program back a decade. Because Lane Kiffin's done. If he doesn't make the playoffs, he's done. They're never going to give him respect. They're not giving respect to him now. They're not in the top 10, I don't think. This is about everything. Think of this as a poker game. They're pushing all their football chips to the center and looking at us and calling us. So we got to win this game just to shut them up. Like I said, if you look at my chart here, Ole Miss has not won an SEC title since 1963. We won one in 1976. That pisses them off. I lived in Mississippi for 4 or 5 years. I know these people. I also lived in near Montgomery, Alabama. I lived in Montgomery. I know Auburn, Alabama fans. And if Mark Stoops is such a bad coach, why does Kentucky have 29 players currently on NFL rosters and Ole Miss only has 22? Why do you think that is, guys? I mean, everybody hates Mark Stoops. How does he put players in the NFL? How does he do? We don't get 5-star players. How does he do that? How does that work? Right? Numbers. And I got numbers here. I know it's about feelings. How do I feel? We got SEC Unfiltered quoting Star Wars. That's how smart these two good old boys are. Star Wars. Just kind of sit there and laugh. Oh my God. I got a video coming out tomorrow night on Austin Simmons, guys. Watch my Austin Simmons video. He might become a decent quarterback, but he has weaknesses and we can confuse him. If this sets up perfectly, honestly, we just need to play right, right. Let him stack the box. As I said, guys, when you stack the box, what happens? There's nobody behind you. And when you stack the box, one person makes a mistake. One person misses an assignment, and Dowdell or McGowan goes 79 yards, just like in that game. Go back and watch that play. There was a guy that was supposed to have outside containment. He got pinned on the inside. He messed up. And then Dowdell just bounced it outside. He was gone. That's what we got to do to him. You're just going to run the ball, just do this shit the whole game. Yeah, stay, and then go. That's what we got to do. Just like I said, don't turn the ball over. Control the clock. Tackle. We got to tackle. It's the 3 T's: tackling, turnovers, time of possession. Always have to win those every game. If we do that, then we can beat anybody. If we don't, we could lose to anybody. So yeah, and we are not the worst team in the SEC. I know people like to say that, but if you look at the numbers, Mississippi State and Vanderbilt are way behind us in the power rankings, and we're ahead of Louisville. That's how they got the 4.5 wins. People don't understand numbers. That's how they got us over under 4.5. The 3 non-con games, Louisville, Vanderbilt, and we don't play Mississippi State. So Louisville, Vanderbilt, that's 5. So yeah, that's how you get in the 4.5. See, it's magic. It's numbers. It's stats. But who needs stats? But you don't need numbers. You don't need to look at that. However, when you get up on Saturday, however you feel, that's what's going to happen. I feel like we play well. I feel like we might lose. It's about feelings. I feel good, you know. WKRP, the fans are ready for this one. Yeah, I think so. They still said there's a lot of tickets left. It's going to be a beautiful day. Look, guys, people are not watching sports. Younger people are not. My daughter and son-in-law are 30, and they don't watch. None of their friends watch sports. I mean, they wouldn't go to the game if it was down the street and it was free. So, I mean, young people, there's just so many things to do now. It's easier to watch it on your phone. I mean, why would I go through all that parking like me? Why drive to Lexington from Evansville and then park and then do all day drive back when I can just watch it on watch it on TV, watch it on my phone if I want to. Uh, all right, guys, I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Come on in for the night. Speak up if you're from another school. Will take anybody. Louisville fans, Tennessee fans, as long as you're respectful. We respect everybody here. I don't have anything against Ole Miss fans. I don't have anything against Lane Kiffin. You know, this holier than thou attitude, like you have some big kind of football program. I hate to be the one to break it to you. You don't. And if you lose to us, you're done. You're done for about a decade because Lane Kiffin's going to go and you're going to go right back down in the basement with us. And like I've said before in my videos, you're not gonna be in the club, and we're not gonna be in the club. They're gonna be in there dancing. Alabama's getting ready to get kicked out of the club. Georgia's gonna be in there dancing. Tennessee's gonna be in there. We've been asked to leave. They're gonna come and get Ole Miss and say the bouncers are gonna come and get Ole Miss. Time to leave the club. Yep, come stand outside with us. That's right, us and Mississippi State and South Carolina and all the other people that haven't won one. So we shall see. I hope the fans show out, guys. I really do. But no, we can win this game. Why can we win this game, Tom? Well, because Georgia State, one of the crappiest offensive teams I've ever seen, ran for 191 yards on 34 carries, 5.6 yards per carry. Okay. And they're saying we can't run the ball on them with CIJP and Joshua Braun, Jalen Farmer, yeah. So they're 341, and so Pete 6'7", 335. That's so what they can take care of them. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about Jagger Burton. So he's 336. And so what? Yeah, we got all scrubs, guys. We can't score on them. We're getting beat 52-7. So come on in here. We're going to watch the game right here, guys. Pre-game starts 30 minutes before the game. Okay. So the game comes on at 2:30 Central, 3:30 Eastern. Pre-game starts at 2 right here, 3 Eastern. And we'll do a post-game show. We'll watch the entire game. We'll have a chat running the entire game. We'll have a watch party. We're going to do all the games except for South Carolina right here. Now, come on in and watch us get beat 52-7. It's just going to be bad. I hate to tell you, we have no 10.5. That's what Vegas says, 10.5. Numbers don't mean anything. Vegas is wrong. All these Star Wars boys and Lance and all these people, they know what they're talking about. Forget this Vegas. They don't know anything. They do this for a living and they make money, but who cares about stats? Yeah, so they gave up 191 rushing yards to Georgia State. So what? That means shit. We're not going to score. We'll be lucky to score. Zach Calzada's not even going to complete a pass. Hell, he's going to throw 6 interceptions, and we're done. Look, guys, we shouldn't even really play the game. I guess we should just don't even play the game. Just go out there and just go, oh, well, too bad. Yeah, I guess we're just going to get the shit. We're just the worst team in the SEC, even though we won our first game. I don't know how the hell we're the doormat, but we're still the doormat, guys. We shall see. Yeah, Mark Stoops I've already had his funeral, guys. If you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button, guys. I'm trying to get to 500. I am at 450 something. Please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, guys. Go back and watch my funeral video. I made that. This is my 6th month as a channel. About 3 months in, I made a Mark Stoops funeral video. We had a funeral for him at the funeral home. It's been watched about 4,000 or 5,000 times. I did a little. We had a funeral for Mark Stoops, and we buried him. And he's done, and he's in the ground, and we're just playing this out because he's fired. So there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, we're just going to have to go find a coach somewhere, I guess. Tapeworm, do you think Stoops held anything back? I wouldn't think so, because Toledo was a really good team. Maybe some things he held back offensively. Maybe there's some stuff we held back and defensively there probably is. I don't know whether we're going to play a 3-4 or a 4-3 against Ole Miss. I'm thinking we're going to have to play a 4-3 because they're going to be able to run the ball. The air raid, you're running the ball out of the shotgun, and you can't run the ball out of shotgun. So I think our defense didn't show everything. But we got to cover their receivers, and we got to get pressure on their quarterback. And if Georgia State can hit their quarterback, we certainly should be able to hit their quarterback. That's the key to the game. Confuse that kid. Okay. If Georgia State can get 2 interceptions, we should be able to get 2 picks on him. Okay. Confuse him. They're saying our defense is awful. I want you to understand, guys. You watch the game. The stats say that our defense right now, after the first friggin' game, I think it's like in the top 10 in the country. But listen, that doesn't mean anything. We just played little old Toledo, who is like 5. They have like 5 people going to NFL on that team, and Tucker Gleason's going, man, doesn't mean anything. They suck. Yeah, we just suck, guys. I mean, we're the worst team in the SEC. There's just nothing you can do about it. I mean, damn, we'll watch the game, I guess, but we'll just come in here and all cry together. Hey, Phil, what's up, brother? Week 1 to week 2 jump. Yeah, we need for. I think Calzada. They're saying that this was a Joshua Braun was saying that was the best Monday practice he's ever been. Now he played for Florida and Arkansas, so evidently Zach Calzada is going to come around. Look, he just he's just trying. He's pressing a little bit, but like I said, he hit people in the hands. Go back and watch my Zach Calzada video from last night, guys. You're going to see the receivers were the reason he didn't have a good day and Bush Hampton didn't have a good day. Didn't have anything to do with play call. When you fumble the ball and you carry it like a loaf of bread, when you have running backs and wide receivers get both hands on the ball and they just drop it. I mean, there's nothing. Bowley's not going to do any better. It'd be like last year. We put Turbo. It'd be the same thing. I mean, if Hardly Open, that's his new name. I like that. I shouldn't dog the kid out. Hardly Open. If you're throwing to Hardly Gilmore, good luck because he cannot out hand fight anybody in that game. And I know he's fast, but man, fast doesn't help if you can't catch the ball. I don't know how you guys feel about that. So tight ends, believe me, they're worried right now. Lane Kiffin didn't say anything because what's he going to say? I mean, look, Lane Kiffin's not disrespectful. I really like him. I like him personally. He's a fun dude. He was on. Anybody wants to? Lane Kiffin was on Theo Vaughn's podcast several weeks ago. I thought that was really good. You see the funny side of him. He's a good coach. They just think they should be going to the playoff every year, and I just don't think it's going to. Well, Alabama, maybe they can now. I mean, to me, Alabama's the team that's in trouble. I don't know what you guys think about, but no, I don't know. Our wide receiver rotation has to be better. You got to put two or three. You got to get the ball to people, and they got to catch it, and they got to get open. Now, Ole Miss's cornerbacks and safeties are all transfers, so we'll see how good they are. You can't judge anything they did off Georgia State. Okay, I still can't believe Georgia State rushed for 191 yards on 34 carries, 5.6 yards. I sat there and watched it, and I was like, their defensive line and linebackers were awful in that game, awful. And you're going to stop us? Okay, all right. That's why the game Vegas has it at 10.5 because of that right there. That's why. That's why it's not why it should be 28.5, right? According to the podcasters, it should be 35.5, but it's only 10.5. Why? Because the numbers, not the feelings. I feel like we're going to win 45-7. That ain't what the numbers say, partner. Now maybe they will. Maybe they'll blow us out. Maybe we'll make mistakes. I don't know, or maybe we won't because their offensive line is going to struggle against our defensive line. I can tell you right now because you sure as the hell didn't block Georgia State very well. They have 3 new people on their offensive line, and they didn't. Now they picked it up after halftime, but the first half they played not that good. I ain't gonna say bad, but I ain't gonna say good. They played average, and you play average against Gusta and Humphrey Grace, we're gonna get you. Because believe me, Tucker Gleason is going to be playing on Sunday, and if we can get to him, we can get to their quarterback, and we have to. That's how we win. Turnovers, it's always going to be turnovers, time of possession, tackling. The 3 T's to this Boise State, I think, and Kentucky team. But yeah, running the ball, guys. All right, I'm Tom, this is Kentucky Football Nation. We're talking about the upcoming Ole Miss game. Any Ole Miss fans in here, man, just call yourself out. Look, I'm not going to disrespect anybody that comes in here. I don't do that. Louisville fans, I like Jeff Brom, Tennessee. I really like Tennessee's coach. I mean, I don't dislike anybody. I don't disrespect anybody. Just come on in. I go on. Randy's been in here from Georgia podcast, so we get people in here from all different schools all the time. But no, Louisville plays. Who does Louisville play? I forgot who they play tomorrow. I think they play tomorrow, don't they? Louisville plays James Madison, 13.5 point favorite. They'll cover that. Look, I don't hate any team. Okay, I live in Evansville, Indiana. Indiana plays some scrub team, but no. Our game is still plus 10.5. We're still a 10.5 point underdog. The point total has dropped from 54.5 to 50.5. So they're not thinking this is going to be a real high scoring game. Once again, they don't miss by much. It was supposed to be 28-17 Kentucky. That was about what they had it. It was close. You're looking at 31-21 Ole Miss. That's probably what it's going to be. I mean, maybe we can, like I said, you can tip it one way or the other. But this is what Vegas has. They don't have 45-7. They don't have 63-0 because that's not what the numbers say. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news for all you guys. I'm not saying they can't do that to us, but our defense is pretty stout. And I think I think our defense will play well. Uh, confuse the kid. All right, guys. We're going to watch the game right here. Pre-game starts 30 minutes before the game, 2 Central, 3 Eastern. Then the game is on at 2:30 and 3:30 Eastern. Then we will watch the game. Then we'll do our own post-game show. We will do all the football games except South Carolina. And then when basketball season starts, we will do basketball because I know I can do basketball better than some of our guys. Listen, we got some channels that I don't know how anybody watches the channel. If I had insomnia, forget Tylenol PM, I would turn to some of ours. I like Loyal BBN channels. A couple of channels I like of ours, but there's some channels that I just, man, can't stand. Ethan, I'll be here. All right. Fish, our offense improves overall. We'll win this game. Well, I hope so. We need to run the ball. We need to do exactly what we did. We ran for 220 yards. We got to get, if Georgia State can get 191, we need to get 220 again. We just need to pick up that passing game. The receivers need to catch the damn ball, and the tight ends and the running back. When it hits both your hands, I mean, come on, man. You got to outfight people. And I don't think Law and Gilmore, they just can't. They're too little. They're little and they get bodied up and they just can't get open. You got to play Stellato. You got to play Hester. Hester's got 6'5". To me, Stellato's played a lot. He has a lot of catches. He caught on us. He was catching balls at us when we played Clemson, I think 2 or 3 years ago in a bowl game. He's catching balls on us. So, yeah, look, those guys are experienced. They have to play. I don't care. Kendrick Law can run a 4.4 and bench 500. Doesn't matter if you can't catch the ball and get open. It doesn't mean anything. Speed doesn't help you. If you don't complete, it's about getting open with your speed and then catching the ball. And if you can't do both of those things, you can't be out there. Not with the teams we play, because then we'll have to play Texas and Georgia and Tennessee. I mean, we have probably the 3 best teams. Well, no, not Texas, they lost, but 3 of the better teams in a row there. Josh Heupel, I like Josh Heupel. I wish Oklahoma would lose every game and hire him away from them so they would stop kicking our ass, but I don't know. All right, what do we got? Don K. Fish. Yes, if we improve. Tapeworm. No, guys, what's your feelings? What's the score going to be, guys? What do you think the score is going to be? I got my little thing here just to remind Ole Miss fans, you haven't won the SEC since 1963. We won it in 1976. I hate to use stats and truth on you. Oh, and Mark Stoops has 29 players on NFL rosters, and Ole Miss only has 22 players. How does that happen? If you're so much better than us, if we're trailer trash and you're top of the line SEC, how does that happen? I'm just curious, just wondering out loud. How does that happen? How does the truth feel to you? Huh? Now you might beat us, but you better beat us by you gotta understand, guys, they gotta beat us by a lot. I mean, they're talking about if they don't beat us 42-7, it's a loss. So we'll see. 27-24, Ethan. I think so. That's about a good score for us to win. Yeah. We've got to hold them. They cannot score 30. If they score 30, we're done. We're done. That's probably pretty much for anybody except for Eastern Michigan and Tennessee Tech. But yeah, if we hold people under 30, and we can, obviously, I really liked our linebackers. I don't know how you guys felt about our linebackers. Man, our linebackers. Sam Green played a stellar game. I went back and watched. Yeah, Sackham, Steven Souls, great game. Even my man who I really like, Cam Olds, he played well. He didn't play a lot, but he's quick. So we'll see. 24-17. Wow. Okay, WKRP. That's good. 28-17. Well, those would be the scores we'd have to win by, guy. Our defense has to pick it up. But our offense, look, I think we can obviously, if they can run the ball, they suck. I mean, you're going to see, I got Austin Simmons video coming out tomorrow night. Just watch it. You're going to see, yeah, I mean, they couldn't stop them at all. It just surprised me. But they ran up the score on them. So therefore, since they ran up the scores, it feels like they blew them out. It feels like they played a great game defensively, but they really didn't if they let them 5.6 yards per carry, and you talking about how great. Yeah, fool's gold, Rick Pitino. Fool's gold. That's what that is. That's when you think one thing, but the numbers don't really say what you think, right? So Donkey Fish, we're going to be all over Austin Simmons. We need to be. He won't have time to pass. Yeah, I mean, he got hit. Now, you're going to see it tomorrow night on the first interception. A guy nailed him. And I mean, a guy blew past their offensive line and just knocked the crap out of him. And he threw a pick. Yeah, he threw two picks. The two of the first three possessions were picks. And then, of course, their wide receivers are running wide open on Georgia State. I mean, that's how they scored 63 points, guys. Georgia State put their freshmen in the fourth quarter, and then they just really ran up the score on 'em. Ethan Hurley, if Georgia State was running like that on them, yes, that's what I say. But that's not what the now listen, Ethan, you're trying to use logically, Ethan. You're trying to use facts and statistics. You can't do that, Ethan. It's about feelings. I feel some dumbass podcast quoted Star Wars. Not even gonna name them because they're so effing stupid. Quote Star Wars. If you feel like you're gonna win by 5 touchdowns, then you are. It's just about fee. It's not about. Don't look at this. Don't look at Vegas. Don't look at the line. It's about how you feel. That's what YouTube is all. I figured this out after 6 months. YouTube is about feelings. I feel like Kentucky's going to win that basketball game. So therefore they will because I feel not because I'm going to look at the numbers because that would take time for me to I'd have to look at numbers, I'd have to study, I'd have to make up charts like this. You know how long it took for me to make this up? Freaking 5 minutes. I can't spare 5 minutes, guys. What do you want from me? Huh? You actually want me to know our roster? You want me to look at stats? Come on, guys. I can't do that. I'm just going to use feelings. I feel like we're going to beat Georgia, so therefore we are. Yeah. Thank you. Hey, thanks for watching. That's the show. I'm going to get thousands of viewers, thousands of just by feelings. Yeah, don't expect me to come in here to know our roster. I mean, good God Almighty, know who our offensive coordinator is, to know what kind of offense we run. What do you guys want? You think I'm getting paid to do this? What do you want from me, guys? Huh? What do you want from me? Huh? You want feelings, right? I feel like we're going to beat Ole Miss, guys. I don't have any. Don't look at this. I don't even. My wife did this. I didn't even do this. I mean, come on, guys. You think I'm going to make videos and actually, tell you the truth and show you stats and actually why? No, no, guys. Come on. I feel like we're going to beat Ole Miss. I really do, guys. I really feel like it. I think we're going to beat them. Oh hell, I don't know, 27-10. I feel like we're going to beat them 27-10. I don't know. I just feel like it. I don't really have a reasoning or anything. I just picked a score, 27-10. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, write it down, 27-10. I'm gonna go bet that on Vegas. You can bet the score. I probably win hundreds of dollars. But no, guys, seriously, I would never come in here unprepared. I will not get on here if I'm not prepared. I will not do a game if I don't know the rule. I will not do a video. I'm not right about everything, and I'm not a coach. When I came on, when I started doing this 6 months ago, I thought, man, I wonder how much I know about football. Maybe I can't compete with Lance, and these people at SEC I'm gonna call it SEC filtered. Maybe I can't compete with them. I mean, they got all these graphics, they got all these thousands of viewers. I don't know if I can do it. Then I come on and I'm like, holy shit, these guys are dumb as a box of rocks. I mean, you just come on and just say whatever's on the top of your head. That's all I gotta do is have some fancy graphics and just say whatever the hell's on my. That's all I gotta do to get subscribers. Holy cow! I'm not doing that, guys. I don't care if I get 500 diehard fans like you guys. That's all I care about. I don't care about being monetized or thousands of you. I'm not doing this for a living. Okay, this is a fan channel. That's what this is. That's what it will always be. I'm not doing this to make money. I'm doing this for the love of the game and the love of you guys, the fans, because I know what you're going through because I've been going through it. So yeah, that's what this channel will always be about. And the day it isn't, it will shut down. So that's the way I feel. So we're gonna have fun. I don't care what the score is. Let's have some fun. We're gonna come in here. We don't come in here sad. Don't come in here Saturday not fired up. Don't, Roush and Luckett tonight, man. Guys, I mean, are you going to a effing funeral? I mean, can you not get excited about the damn game? I said that about Toledo, you guys, when you came in here. Get excited. And then we won, and people are sad that we won because it was too close. And the music was bad. And How's atmosphere? What? We won the game. I mean, can't what is it going to take to make you happy? You think Alabama's happy? You think Texas is happy? You think Texas is going to bench Arch Manning? You think Texas is going to fire their offensive coordinator after one game? No. Come on, guys. I mean, it's our fan base sometimes, our football IQ, even our basketball IQ sometimes, but our football IQ on some of our fans, it just amazes me. Donkey Fish, Ole Miss online is like Swiss cheese. Yeah. Jared Lance seems like a yes man. Yeah, we got to stop giving Lance a hard time. But man, he's the example of why I did this channel. Lance motivated people like him, not just him, motivated me. I just watched it. I went, I know I can do better. I know this guy's wrong. But boy, when you let somebody come on your channel and you're not even in the room and there's six guys on a Zoom call from Georgia, South Carolina, Ole Miss, and they're ripping our team on your channel, that's when I lost it. I mean, I went from not liking the guy to really not liking the guy. Now I got to question your manhood now when you do something like that. You think I'm a less like come in here and badmouth our team? No. Have somebody come in here. If they were in here right now, sat down, you guys would see somebody get the shit smacked out of them because I wouldn't hit. Well, I shouldn't hit them. I wouldn't hit them, but I'd be like, no, you got to take up for your team. Jared, Lance, yeah, Lance, yeah, he needs to stick to basketball, and I don't think he's good at basketball either. So whatever he's got. Hey, look, this Locked On series, Locked On Titans, Locked On Alabama. This is a whole network of people. And first of all, the six people that were in there, it looked like a damn high school janitors convention in there. Nobody knew how to dress, comb their hair, and I couldn't understand a damn word. That it was like a bad episode of Moonshiners. I need friggin' subtitles to tell me what the hell are you saying? I can't understand what the hell the guy from Ole Miss is saying. Get that chaw out of your mouth. And can you not speak proper English, dude? What the hell are you even saying? God, I knew I have an accent, but man, those good old boys in there, I don't think I could hang with those guys. Jesus, I didn't know what the hell you're talking about. Uh, but anyway, yes, we have 19 people. I'm Tom, this is Kentucky Football Nation. As you can see, we don't take ourselves too serious. There's no fancy graphics. If you guys that watched it and saw my Wrigley Field scoreboard, it's a magnetic board, and I changed the score. That's what you're getting. We got some stats on here for if you just came in. Georgia State. The reason the line is 10.5 and not 35.5 like the SEC podcasters want it to be and feel like is because Georgia State, who sucks and is barely an FCS school, rushed 34 times for 191 yards, 5.6 yards per carry. I watched the entire game. They ran right through their linebackers and right into the defensive backfield. If we do that, Dowdell will run the hell over somebody because if we do that right there. So this is why the game is at 10.5 and not more. Okay. And then I just added some truth on here for you, Ole Miss fans. You haven't won a title since 1963. We won one in 1976. Oh, they hate that one right there. And then, of course, if your coach was better than us, why does Stoops have 29 players or your program? That's not fair. Kevin hadn't been there as long. We have 29 players currently on NFL rosters, and Ole Miss only has 22. How does that happen? If Stoops is a horrible coach, he can't coach, and can't develop talent. And okay, all right, can't prove that with facts, but who cares about facts? We don't need facts on this program. Uh, hey, Dustin, what's up, brother? Our last rush will eat the three. I think so. I think we can run the ball. It's going good, man. You missed my rant and stuff. You're going to go back and watch. I've been ranting. I've been giving Lance from Locked On Kentucky a piece of my mind. And I really need to stop doing that. I really do. My wife tells me, why you do that? Why you got such a temper? Sometimes things just set me off, man. That dude's just run me the wrong way. Bad mouthing our team on your podcast. So look, guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button, and you can see me say lots of more stupid shit. Because there's no telling. Oh, I shouldn't curse on here. Look, I don't take myself too seriously. I don't know everything. Okay, I'm 59 years old. I've lived in Mississippi. I've lived in Alabama. I've been around Auburn, Alabama fans growing up. I've been around this Ole Miss and Mississippi State fans. I was in Jackson for the Egg Bowl. I've been to Ole Miss football game. I've been to Mississippi State football games. I know what I'm talking about when I talk about their programs. And this game is about more than revenge, guys. I want you, if you just came in here, I want you to understand what this game is about. It's a poker game. If they're taking all their football program chips and they're pushing them to the middle of the table and they're calling us, because if they lose to us, we set their football program back a decade. Lane Kiffin will not make the playoffs. He will be gone. He's going to have to leave. Their program thinks that they're on this higher level. We're just trailer trash. We're the worst team in the SEC. What they don't realize is the numbers show that you're down there with us. So they think they're an elite level. So for them to be at an elite level, they sure as the hell can't lose to us. That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. And look, you are setting yourself up to lose when you got people saying you're going to win 45-7 and you don't look at the facts. You're setting yourself up to lose. I'm not saying we're going to win the game, but I bet you we cover. And they're saying they got to beat us by 4 or 5 touchdowns or it's not good enough. Well, good luck. Because if you gave up 191 yards rushing to this scrub team, you wait till you see I know you think they think our offensive line sucks. That's what cracks me up. Our offensive line is way better than their offensive line. I watched the game, both games, and they think they're better than us. That's funny. Dustin McCrease, Humphrey Grace, yeah, on the probable list. Oh, what's wrong with him? I think he had a foot issue, an ankle. Uh, yeah, I did not see that, Dustin. Did you? Yeah, definitely have the best UK football channel. Oh, thank you, Jared. Cats, yeah. Well, look, man, I just keep it real. Look, man, if I'm like I said, yeah, just sort of be right about what you're going to say. I mean, sort of come in here prepared. I mean, people get on here, they haven't shaved, they got their hat on backwards, they just look like they just rolled out of bed. They just come on here. Are they smoking dope? Or are they drunk? They just say shit that don't even make it doesn't even make any sense. And they got thousands of viewers. I don't know. I just I'm never gonna do that. I mean, that's right. Get happy, Jesus Christ. Luckett and Roush tonight, man. I mean, they were on while I was on or right before. I mean, are we going to a funeral? Did we win last week? Did I miss something? I mean, get the atmosphere, the music. People complain about the music. I've never been to a football game and worried about what. I don't know about you guys. I don't care what song is playing. I'm looking at the game myself. I'm not there. This atmosphere thing. What I'm not there. I mean, yeah, I want to. If you have friends with me, want to have a good time, but I'm there to watch the game. I'm watching the sideline. I'm watching the other team. I don't know. Maybe I'm just different. I just don't care what if we're playing ACDC or whatever. Well, who cares? Just get this over with, get through the timeout, and let's get through halftime and get to the game. That's all I care about. But I'm in the minority. 75% chance he will play. Good, because he needs to play. WKP, your shirt has no sleeves. Yeah, well, I'm old. It's all ring. I've had this shirt for about 20 years. It's all faded right here. It's made with no sleeves. So it was made like this. I got this shirt probably, man, I think I've had this shirt 25 years. My wife's like, why do you keep wearing It's got holes in the back. Don't look. I'm like, hey, this shirt is comfortable. I'm an old guy. Yeah, I'm an old guy, but you know what? Unlike Josh Pate, okay, I always give Josh Pate a hard time. See, what Josh Pate does is, and y'all can't, I don't know if you can see this or not. Yeah, you probably can't see it, damn it. He shaves his arms. Okay, he shaves his arms to make it look bigger. Yeah, that's what Barbie weightlifters do. Those are show muscles. These are real muscles. Okay, these guys. I have hair on my arms for Josh Pate. See, these are real muscles. Tom's old. Tom's a firefighter. For you those don't know, Tom's Captain Tom. That's who I am. I'm a captain. Yes, I'm a firefighter. I've been doing that for 41 years. I think I'm on 40. What year is it? I don't know. I think I'm on 40, 80. Yeah, 41 years. I've been a firefighter since I was 18 years old in the United States Air Force, 8 years active duty. I enjoyed it. That's when I was down south. I was stationed in Alaska, stationed with NATO troops. Oh, God, NATO. We ain't going to talk about that. Uh, God help us if you ever are around NATO troops, you'll be like, holy shit, we're fighting with these guys. But anyway, no, I'm just giving Josh Pate a hard time because Josh Pate won't even bring us up. We're not worth his time, but he puts on those tight shirts and shaves that head, and he always is doing it. He always stands like, hey, do this shit. It's like, man, stop it, dude. I gotta start giving people a hard time. AFO, never been to sporting event and thought the music sucks. Yeah, I, Dustin, UK's gonna beat them up. Well, look, we gotta win the lines of scrimmage. That's what they're worried about, guys. Even their podcasts are like, we got well, no shit, you gotta win the line of scrimmage in any game you play. They're worried about their offensive line played out of sync half that game. Their defensive line never stopped the run. If we win the line play, we got a chance to win this game. This game has to be 24-20. I mean, they can't get 30. If they get what they're supposed to get, we're going to lose. I still think we'll cover the 10.5. Bet the 10.5, guys. I told you to bet that line on Toledo when it got down to 7.5. We would have won the 9.5 if it wasn't for Calzada's safety. We would have covered that. I think we covered this. I don't know if we're going to win this game, to be honest with you guys. I don't know if we're going to win this game. I wouldn't pick us to win this game, but I sure as the hell will pick us to cover the 10.5. And if we beat them, they're we just sank their battleship because they're done. Their program falls down in the cellar with us, and you'll be outside the club, standing outside the club with us because we ain't in the club either. So we are gonna win both lines. Well, Fish, I hope so. Kroger Field, yeah. I mean, there's some tickets left that were showing. Excuse me. Go Stoops, yeah. Everybody gives Mark Stoops a hard time, man. That's what I get tired of hearing. You know. I mean, damn. I don't know what they want. If he's damned if you do. When he ran the ball, they wanted to pass the ball. Then when we passed the ball, now we're back to running the ball. You know, I think the way we play is the way we need 60. We need it under 70 plays, both teams, low scoring game, run the clock. But when there's like on that JJ Hester pass, guys, we were too slow to snap the ball. If we snap the ball, they can't do a replay. Well, we were too slow getting back to the line, like Matt Jones said, and they were able to throw a flag on that one and get a challenge flag. We need to have us. We need to. Sometimes we need to speed it up. What's your prediction, Tom? I think we probably lose this one. I'd say I think about probably 31-21. I said we were going to win 31-21. We probably lose 31-21. I think we keep it close, but like I said, they might get a little help from the refs. I hope not. And I'm not saying that to be bitching. I'm just saying, look, who do you think they want on the SEC network? Ole Miss or us? Who you think that you don't think they don't want Ole Miss? I'm just saying. It's going to be hard for us to win this game. I think we'll keep it close. I think we cover the 10.5, but I don't know if we can beat them or not. But if we run for, I will say this: if we run for the magic number is 200 yards or more. If we rush for 200 yards on them, we can beat them. Okay, all we need to do is get to 350, and they're not going to look. They ran this poor team. They put 680 something yards on this team. Just ran up the score on them. Why they do that? Yeah, you ain't running up the score on us. We'll blitz when we blitz. We'll hit you. I hope the hype. Yeah, yeah. We need to get hyped up. Kentucky has the top rated pass rush. Yeah, we do. We'll see what the deal is. Dustin, is you're looking once again. You're trying to use facts now and logic and numbers, and you can't do that. See, this is a SEC football podcast. We don't worry about numbers. We only go by how we feel. We turn our hat around backwards. We don't shave. We just smoke some dope or whatever the fuck we do before we come in here. Look like we just rolled out of bed, and we get on here and we say, we feel like Kentucky's going to win. We feel it. So therefore they will win because we feel like it. And our roster is better than the roster. We're not because we look at the numbers, just because we feel like it. I figured that this is how you do an SEC football podcast, right there. So I will never do that, by the way. SEC BS, yeah, teams playing each other. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Look, we got a hard schedule. I can't wait till we get our pod and move on. AFO been thrown around a few years, so Stoops controls the offense. Yeah, yeah, I think. Well, I hope he does. He said him and Bush Hamden, talked a lot this week. I'm sure him and Bush Hamden had to sit down and hash some things out. After that, what happened right there? Let's put it this way: JJ Hester was on the field with Calzada when they showed him practicing, and I was like, thank God. Yeah, Hester needs to start. Okay, I don't care. I mean, look, I like Gilmore. I like Macklin. Macklin, I don't know how Macklin couldn't get open, but we sure as that couldn't get anybody open. And it's not, that's not on Calzada. That's not on Bush Hamden, And when you do get open, the ball hits you in both hands and you drop it or you fumble it. You like they said on ESPN, you got to help your offensive coordinator out a little bit. You got to help your quarterback out by catching the ball, especially if you get two hands on it. And we're not winning the one-on-ones, and that's our problem. If they push us around, guys, the reason I don't think we'll win is because I don't know if we have enough receivers that can hand fight their defensive backs, because their defensive backs are good. I mean, even though they're transfers, they're good, and we can't. I don't know. I don't like Law on. I don't think Law should ever run over about a 10-yard route because he just cannot outfight him. He's too little, and I wish they would just keep him like Wandale Robinson and just try to throw a screen or throw a 3 or 4 yard pass to him and let him get out in open space. I don't know, guys. We'll see. Dustin Calzada is definitely not as bad as people. No, he's not that bad. Of course, they had him. Look, they had him. They had Aguilar and him down at the bottom. Now Aguilar's moved. I'm sure he's top 10 by now. But yeah, they never liked Zach Calzada because he wasn't a sexy pick, and we should have went after a sexy pick. And look, we're just trying to get somebody who can run this offense. So I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. We've been going an hour and a half. Seriously, man. Welcome. Hey, we're gonna watch the game right here. Pre-game, we do a pre-game show. Starts at 11. Excuse me, not 11. I'm thinking of the wrong game. 2 p.m. Central, 3 Eastern. 30 minutes before the game, we're gonna do a chat during the game, a watch party, and then we'll have a post-game show right after the game, just like we did last week. And we're gonna talk about the game and watch the game. That was a lot of fun. I talked for 5 hours, and by the time, and I did a video afterwards, and I slept good that night. And I was like, my throat, you know. But I enjoyed that. Jimmy, what's up, Jimmy? Hey, thank you for your service. Oh, you're welcome, brother. Started seeing your show, and I'm like, oh well, I appreciate that, Jimmy. If you look, guys, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I'm new, channel 6 months. I'm over 450. Uh, I like the BBN fan show. Yeah, I like them. Thank you. I appreciate that, Jimmy. I'll keep watching. Well, brother, I appreciate it. I really do. Um, like I said, I've never come in here and disrespect our own team. Even if I don't like what Stoops did and I think he should be fired, I'm still going to be respectful about it. I mean, no sense in getting disrespectful about it. AFIO, I was going to ask, do you enjoy the live watch party? Yeah, yeah, I did enjoy it. But man, that wears you out when you talk for about 5 hours. I was like, I talked for 4 hours and 48 minutes, and that night I didn't. And then I went and made a video real quick, and then I was pretty much done talking. Uh, so, but I enjoyed that. I really did. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't. I saw one other. It was a digital. Some guy was running the game and talking, but he had graphics. He wasn't showing himself. That's the only other watch party for UK that I saw, but I wasn't looking for any. So I don't know if anybody else even does it. Uh, they should. Most of our people should stay the hell away from football because I was worried about when I started doing YouTube. Do I really know football? And then I came in here. I was like, oh my god, I'm a PhD. I mean, I'm not even a coach or anything, but these people don't know basic football. Uh, so yeah, I know a little. I know I'm a fan, not a coach. I played high school football, you know, played sports, enjoyed it. They're going to play angry. They're not going to come in there and play angry. Nobody plays sports angry. That would be stupid. There's a difference between motivated and angry. I know all the SEC people, they're going to be angry and they're going to, okay, yeah, all right. Well, come on in there and play angry. See how that works. Spend all your energy in the first quarter and we'll wear your ass down. That's what we need to do, guys, is just pound their ass, pound their ass, pound their ass, and we keep the score close. Keep it close like we did last year and then make a play. Somebody's got to make a play for us to win, just like when Barry Brown made that play. Somebody's got to make up. Who's it going to be? Josh Caddis, Rodriguez going to make up. Is it going to be Hardly Gilmore? If he does, I will never call him Hardly Open ever again. That's what I called him after the game, Hardly Open. I shouldn't have did that. I take that back, Harley. I'm sorry. He's a good kid. He's fast. Don't call him Hardly Open. I wish he was, open often. But no, somebody's got to make a play. Defense, we got to get turnovers. We can't have no turnovers. We did with Gleason. We got that interception right off the bat. That's what we got to do right there. This kid threw 2 interceptions in the first 3 possessions. He's not a great passer. And if he gets pressured and gets happy feet, he can't pass very well at all. So we need to give him happy feet. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. We're going to go a little bit longer, guys. What the hell? Hey, I'm not tired or anything like that. So we'll just go through at least another half hour. If you're from another school, shout it out. If you're an Ole Miss fan, hey, speak up. Louisville would take anybody. Louisville fans, Tennessee fans, as long as you're respectful, we don't care. We'll talk about anything you want to talk about. Um, Alabama, I don't even know who. Does anybody tell me who's Alabama play? Man, they better not lose another game. Texas better not lose another game. Surely they got some cupcake games. Uh, yeah, Ole Miss is already talking about LSU games, so they're not worried about us. We don't have a chance, even though if you look at the stats, Georgia State ran for 191 yards and 5.6 yards per carry, but we're not going to be able to run on. That's what they said. We can't do that because we're not better. Georgia State's just see, we're the worst team in all of Division One. And we're the worst team in the SEC. We're trailer trash. We're basement. We're at the bottom. We're the worst, even though stats don't say we're the worst team in the SEC. But who needs stats? Now it feels like we are, so therefore we are. So we're ahead of Louisville and Vanderbilt in the power rankings. So what? That don't mean anything. Who needs? We're the worst team. Look out, worst team in Division One. We might not even beat Eastern Michigan. I mean, really, we might. I think we're going to go 1-11. I really do. I just feel like it, and I feel like we're going to lose every game. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel. Of course, I'm joking. Yeah, be happy about the game, guys. We're 1-0, and we can win this game. There's no reason, 10.5 is not that bad if you look at a lot of college lines. It's not, it's not 2 touchdowns. It's not 21.5, 35.5. Even though Ole Miss fans say they got to win by, 3 or 4 touchdowns, or it's not good enough. So, man, they're setting themselves up to fail is what you're doing. When you start doing that shit right there, you start not looking at the numbers. You start saying we got to win by 5 touchdowns, Lane. Then you tell your players, you got to win. Now you're setting yourself up to fail, which is what I like. Stack that box, buddy. Stack everybody in that box. See if you can stop us from running. Because as soon as somebody misses an assignment, guess what happens? 79-yard run. That's what will happen. That's what happened on that play in Toledo. A guy got pinned on the inside who was supposed to have outside containment. He messed up. He missed an assignment, and he got pinned on the inside. And Dowdell went, broke it outside and went right down the sideline. Right down the sideline. So go ahead and when you put everybody in the box, guys, there's nobody behind you. And if you get past the line of scrimmage and you get past the linebackers and defensive backs, you're gone. That's what we got to do. So go ahead, Ole Miss. Hey man, do it. Stack that line. Put 10 people in the box. Play a goal line defense every possession. I mean, our receivers can't get open, right? I mean, don't even cover them. They probably can't catch the ball anyway. Even if you didn't cover them, hell, some of our guys probably would drop the ball with nobody on them. I say that jokingly, but APO, happy feet. Yes, that's what we got. We can look. We're going to hit there. If they think they're going to block our guys, that's what really makes me just laugh like a. You actually think Georgia State got to your quarterback, and you actually think that our defensive line is worse than Georgia State's? I hope Brad White. I know he does. I hope we play 3-man front, 4-man front, and confuse the hell out of this guy. And I hope Alex Afari. Let me tell you something, guys. They're going to run the ball. Don't let this passing thing. I got a video coming out tomorrow on Austin Simmons. Watch that. Friday, I've got a video. I don't know if I'm going to pull it or not because I said some things I probably shouldn't say on there. I might just keep it anyway. I don't give a damn. If people get mad, so what? It's the truth. But they're going to have to run the ball. Don't let them think. They're not going to just. He was in the shotgun all night long. They did not show us anything. One back set, he was in a shotgun. They didn't show us anything. They did that on purpose. So we're going to have to be ready for the run because they got to run the ball. Don't let them think they're just going to throw like they did all over, all over. We're not Georgia State, okay? Lane Kiffin's not stupid. He's going to run the ball. And they're scared. They should be scared because if they lose this game, oh, man, it doesn't just tank their season. It tanks the whole damn decade for them because he's going to have to leave and you're not what you thought you were. See, you're trying to get to that next level, and we're going to see if you can or not. What's up, Christopher Carlisle? What's up, JQ Hardaway? Is going to have a field day. Is going to have a field day. Yeah, our cornerbacks are going to have to cover. They've got one really good receiver. I can't think of his name. He's supposed to be really good. I think he had him last year. So they have one all world, but so did Toledo. So yeah, we got to cover them. Jimmy Engler, what's up, brother? We run the ball, control the clock. Right, 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 right. You guys, for everybody's just getting in here. Here's the stat of the day. Georgia State, 34 rushes for 191 yards, 5.6 yards per carry. Okay. And then I just put up here, just as factual, last time the SEC title, last time Ole Miss won the SEC title, 1963. Last time we won it, 1976. That's what this game is about. We have 29 players in the NFL right now. They only have 22. They don't like to hear that. See, they're really down here with us right now. They haven't been to playoffs. We haven't been to playoffs. They haven't done anything. We haven't done anything. See, they got to do something. All the pressure's on them. They have to do it. If they lose to us, guys, Lane Kiffin's got to go. He's going to have to pack his shit and go because they're going to run him off. And then that just sets them back. All their chips, as I said a couple times during this podcast, they're taking their entire football program, all the chips, and they're pushing them to the center of the table, and they're going to call us. Can we answer? Can we beat them in a card game like that? We shall see. It's Cam Coleman. Oh, yes, Cam Coleman. He's really good. Yeah, Austin Simmons meet Alex Safari. Yeah, I hope so. Hope he meets. Yeah, I mean, our defensive line guys played stellar. I mean, I hope he meets Gusta because Gusta will blow some stuff up, and I hope Humphrey Grace can play. They said his ankle's still a little banged up, but Gaston, Saunders, Gerard Smith, everybody played good. I'm interested to see. We'll probably flip back. We stayed in a 3-4 most of that game, which was smart because it was an air raid. We might not. We're gonna have to get into 4-3 if they start running the ball. So we'll see what we get into. We are deep. Yeah, we're deep on defense. We played 20. I think you said we played 20 people. So yeah, we played everybody. Good. We played backups. Good. Yeah, I mean we can rotate in fresh defensive linemen. Their offensive line, look guys, they got 3 new offensive linemen, a couple transfers. They struggled. I mean, the first half, their offensive line was. I mean, they hit him when he threw an. You're going to see tomorrow night. Watch my Austin Simmons video. It's coming out tomorrow night, you're going to see him get hit, and if they can hit him, but somehow we can. I don't understand their logic. So Georgia State can get pressure. Hey, guess. And one more thing, guys. I got one more stat for you. Oh, I didn't put this up here. How many times do you think they sacked Georgia State's quarterback? Anybody want to guess? How many times do you think they sacked? Don't guess. One time. One sack against Georgia State's, and you're telling me your defensive line is going to stop our guys? Okay. Once again, why use stats? Hey, they had one sack. So what? So what? Hey, you know what? That don't mean anything. Numbers don't mean truths. Look, we're drinking the Kool-Aid. We're drinking the Kool-Aid, SEC Kool-Aid here. That's what we got in this bottle. We just got to have gin in here or something, but it's not. We're going to drink the Kool-Aid. We're going to lose 42-7. We can't stop them. Nothing we can do. You have the good old boys on SEC Unfiltered quoting Star Wars. Show. Guys, look, they rolled out of bed quoting Star Wars. Yeah, okay, boys. All righty, Star Wars. Jared Young, kick return or punt return. Yeah, it would be. We need to catch the ball. Who did we have? We put the guy, the baseball player in there. I didn't like him. Now that I can't remember who the heck was the punt returner for us guys who almost dropped the ball. It would be Ty Bryant. Yeah, Ty Bryant. They put him in there because he was played baseball in high school, but put Stellato and somebody else back there, Kendrick Law or Quaysheed Scott. They're on the he scared me on a couple of those where he was barely catching the ball out in front of him. I mean, so yeah, we got to have a turnover, guys. We got to create a turnover. 22 people. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Welcome to the show. We're just talking about the Ole Miss game, and we don't have a chance to win. I know you all came in here thinking that. I was going to tell you, look, guys, I know Vegas has this at 10.5, and there's numbers and stats, but look, we're just not. We're going to get beat 52-7, and we can't stop them. There's nothing we can do. We're the worst team in the SEC. I hate to break it to you. We're the worst team, even though we won our game. We won our game. And we beat a team that got top 25 votes. But don't look at that. Don't look at that. We're no good. Look, we suck. Stoops is done. He's done. He needs to clean out his desk and go on now. and the music at the stadium sucks, and a guy can't see the flag, and all kinds of shit. What? A veteran, can't see the flag, so he's all mad. Well, then move somewhere else. Get up and walk to where you can see it. The flag. Seriously, somebody called up Matt Jones. The, the atmosphere. Look, I'm not there, guys. Some of you guys that went to the game. The atmosphere. How was the atmosphere? Do I care? I mean, I'm watching. We're all watching on TV. I don't. You know, I'm not there. I don't know what. I guess when people go to a football game, they want to be entertained. So, Christopher Carlisle, Calzada got to use his legs. Yeah, he ran that one time. He ran a couple times. One time he ran over somebody. Oh, he got the quarterback sneak for a touchdown. People don't realize Zach Calzada scored a touchdown. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that Zach Calzada scored a touchdown? Did you know that? They didn't tell you that at the game, did they? He had a rushing touchdown. They just told you he threw a pick or he got a safety or whatever. I think he threw. Yeah, he got tipped at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, they didn't tell you he scored a touchdown. It's amazing. Yeah. So damn. I forgot to tell you that. Ty Bryant. Yes, thank you, Jared. Yeah, he scares me a little bit. Look, Stellato and if Law, whatever, Law is starting to disappoint me. Come on, man. He's a little dude. If you're going to run routes, you keep him to the short routes and stop doing that jet sweep thing where he runs behind the running back and stuff. Stop doing that. He got stuffed the one time you gave him the ball. Stop doing that. Okay. Uh, I'm sure we're going to see some changes. All right. You kind of look like Stoops. Well, I appreciate that, Sixer. I feel like Stoops, man. I was pissed off. If you watch this whole thing, I went off on Locked on Kentucky. So I feel like Mark Stoops. I should channel Mark Stoops. I need to channel him. Right. If I was Mark Stoops, I'd be rich. Okay. I work for a living. No. I like that, Sixer. Thank you. Jimmy Engler. Yes, he did. And both running backs scored a touchdown. Yeah, right. So, damn, we actually scored three times. I know we won our game. Do you guys actually realize that we won our game? Did you know that? I listened to KSR. Did we win? Did we win? Did we lose our game? Oh, we didn't win by enough. Oh, we didn't cover the point spread. Oh, my bad. We should have won by 5, 6 touchdowns, even though that quarterback's going to be playing the NFL and a couple of the other players are going to be in the NFL. Hey, we should have won. Uh, it went exactly how Vegas had it 28-17. You guys realize Vegas has this game 31-21 Ole Miss. It's probably going to be around that. Okay, it's not going to be it shouldn't be, 63-7. I know that's what Ole Miss we're going to just wear them out. Like we can't tackle all of a sudden. Did do you realize that Toledo's quarterback Tucker Gleason had 40 pass attempts and he barely got 200 yards passing? And he's going to be, but we can't stop your quarterback who threw 2 picks against Georgia State. Really? Seriously? You guys are setting yourself up to fail. You're set. Listen, guys, then there's no pressure on us. If I'm Bush handing, I'm like, hey guys, just where's this house money? Let's just go out there and friggin' line up and play. We're supposed to lose. Who cares? Just, I mean, we got a chance to pull an upset if they start get. If listen, guys, if we get ahead of them, I want you to understand. If we get ahead of them in the second half and the pressure starts mounting, that oh my God, we're about to lose this damn game like we did last year. That's how we win them. Bruce Lee, when you don't defeat someone physically, defeat them mentally. The great Bruce Lee. That's right. That's how you defeat someone. When you start getting in their head, we're in their head right now. Don't let them tell you we're not in their head. We're in their head. And they're worried. Don't I know you're saying we're gonna win 45-0. Okay. All righty. That's not what the numbers say. Good luck. Good luck lining up against our guy. Yeah, we're gonna run all over them. Okay, all right. Our offense is unstoppable. You beat effing Georgia State just like you did last year. You ran the score up on 2 cupcakes and then you played us. Okay, I guess you didn't watch last year's movie. We're going to run it back again. This is what we need to do, guys. We're going to run that movie back again. Run that film back. Oh, you forgot about last year? We're going to do that again. Oh, yeah, you did the same thing last year. That's what we need to do to them. Same outcome needs to be the same way. Somebody's got to make a play on 4th down. Somebody's got to get an interception. Somebody's got to run a kickback. I mean, look, they are better than we are. Okay, but the best team does not always win. That's football. And, they're setting themselves up to fail is what they're doing. and I'm loving every minute of it. I'm gonna come in here happy. Look, don't come in here sad. We're gonna come in here happy as shit because you know what? We're playing with house money. We're supposed to get beat 52-7. Okay, all right. Let's just enjoy this game and see if we get beat. I know our guys are hearing all this shit. I know Stoops is hearing it. I know we're all hearing it. Okay, all righty. You better back your shit up. When you start talking shit, you better be able to back it up. Yep. Back it up. Yep. Load that box up. Hey man, put 9 people. Forget 8 people. Help put it. Play a goal line defense. We can't pack that sumbitch up. See if you can stop us. Yeah, you can't stop Georgia State, who ran for 191 yards and had 5.6 yards to carry, but you're going to stop. Okay. All right. Well, you better load that sumbitch up because you sure as hell didn't stop them. So you better put everybody in the box. And that's when we're going to get your ass. Somebody's gonna one of your defensive backs or linebackers. Somebody's gonna make a mistake, and we're gonna hit a home run on you. So anyway, Jimmy, KSR is a joke. Yeah, Lance Daw. Yeah, I went off on Lance. I really don't like that guy at all. Lane needs another assistant coach. Well, maybe I like Lane Kiffin. Like I said, I grew up. When I was a young man stationed in Columbus, Mississippi. I got Mississippi State, Ole Miss fans, and I enjoyed both of those fan bases. I enjoyed Oxford. A guy Brewer was the coach back then, and they won 9 games for the first time in like years, and everybody was happy. And Mississippi State was okay. And then I moved, and I was stationed in Montgomery for a little while. I went to Auburn game. I never been to T Town. Yeah, I went to T Town, Tuscaloosa, but I never been to Alabama game because even back then you couldn't get tickets. But I enjoyed all the rivalries, and learning about the SEC. So when I say something and I put these little stats, I just put these up here for the Ole Miss fans. They haven't won the SEC since 1963. They always have amnesia and they forget that they haven't been to the playoffs either. So no, you're not ahead of us. I hate to be the one to break it to you. I know we're the worst team, but you ain't done shit either. And we won it in 1976. And we have 29 players in the NFL, and you have 22 players in the NFL. How does that happen? If you're so elite, status, so much better than we are, see, guys, they got to beat us. They're putting so much pressure on themselves. They got to beat us by 5 touchdowns, or it's not good enough. Okay. All righty. Just come in and hey, throw that ball up, buddy. Let Austin Simmons just let him go. We can't get to him. We put him in a shotgun. They're going to put him in a shotgun with one back set because they're going to have to. Because if we get a pass rush on him, you better put him in a shotgun. They're going to have to run the ball, guys. I don't believe this stuff about Austin Simmons passing the ball. They're not going to let him lose this game. Lane Kiffin's not stupid. They are going to run the ball. They want this a 10-point game. They don't want to get into a shootout. They're not stupid. You think Lane Kiffin wants to sit there and throw the ball 40 times like Tucker Gleason did? How'd that work out for Tucker Gleason? Who's going to go to the NFL, by the way? Didn't work out too well, did it? Don't let all this stuff fool you. They're going to watch what I said. They're going to run the ball. They're going to get him under center, and they didn't show us anything. They're going to run the ball because Austin Simmons cannot win that game by himself. He cannot throw to those receivers. Now, I'm not saying they're not going to get any passing touchdowns, but it's not going to be pass, pass, pass. It's going to be run, run, and pass when you need to. That's how you beat us. It's not going to be where you just think we're Georgia State and you line up and throw the ball 40 times. That ain't happening. Don K. Fish, our run defense is stout. Yes, it is. Uh, I like KSR, but man, Nick Roush and Luckett tonight, man, Jesus. I mean, it just sounds like are we going to a funeral? I mean, get excited about the game, okay? We're only a 10. We're going to cover the 10.5. I'm just telling you right now, it's going to be a close game. I just don't see him pulling away from us. How? How? You gave up 191 yards rushing, and we run the ball. That's our game, and you're going to beat us at our game. They got 5.6 yards a carry. I know we don't look at numbers on SEC Unfiltered and all you other stupid podcasts. We don't look at. I know you don't look at numbers. No, you go by feelings. Star Wars, dumbasses were quoting Star Wars. Okay, Star Wars. All right, it's a Darth Vader, Obi-Wan Kenobi. We're not gonna look at numbers. Vegas doesn't know what Vegas doesn't know what they're talking about, guys. They don't know what they're doing. We're getting beat 63-7. They gave us 7. we're going to get a lucky touchdown. And that's just it because they're superior to us, guys. You got to understand their football program is superior to our program. Their football players are superior to us. We're the trailer trash ghettos of the SEC. We're at the bottom of the barrel. We are the worst team. We're not even the worst team in the SEC. We're the worst team in the Power Five conferences. We can't beat anybody. We're trash. They're superior than we are. So they're going to beat us. Well, you better beat us because you're setting yourself up to fail when you start thinking like that. You're going to disrespect us? Okay. All right. All right. Now they might win. Hey, they might beat the hell. I could be wrong. It could be beat us 52-0. I don't know. I don't think so. Ethan, do you think Stellato plays? He better. Stellato and Hester have to play, guys. Those other guys couldn't get open. Hardly Gilmore. Look, I like the guy and he can run fast. He can't catch the ball. He just showed me right then. When he dropped that touchdown, that long touchdown, man, Calzada made a great pass. He got behind the defense and hit him in both hands and he dropped it. He's too little. He can't outfight the defensive backs. Stellato, JJ Hester 6'5", Stellato 6'1". Get their ass in again. They got to play. They're experienced. I think Stoops alluded to we will see Hester. We better because he was the only guy that fought for the damn ball. You can't take him out of the game. Yeah, I hope we see Stellato and Hester. We better. If not, if you go back there and you start the same wide receivers that you did, if Hamden does that, he's gonna disappoint me. Okay. Because if you start those same guys and you start running that same stupid plays that we ran, that is not going to work on these guys. Okay. We have got to, I mean, the run game will, but yeah, you can't run the stupid jet sweep to Law, and you can't have Law running a 40-yard route because he just can't. He's too little. He can't win the one-on-one hand fighting with a defensive back. He showed that on that one route. If you watch my film, if you have not seen my video on Zach Calzada in that first game, go back and watch it. I posted it last night. I show you people are dropping the ball. It's hitting them right in the hands. It was not on Calzada. It was not on Bush Hamden. It doesn't matter what play you call. If you fumble the ball, carrying it like a loaf of bread, and then balls are hitting people in both their hands and they drop the ball. Can't have it. I think it was jitters. I hope it was jitters. I know Seth McGowan can catch because we watched him at New Mexico State and he caught a 40-yard touchdown. That guy can catch. We got to throw to him out of the backfield. But I think after he dropped that one, they didn't want to go back to him. So I don't know. Why is my cat in here? You got locked in here? My cat's locked in here. I shut the door. You gonna go to sleep? I'm sorry, guys. My cat. I usually try to kick her out of here, but she. That's all right. I'll be done in a minute. But no, I hope Stellato plays. Yes, Ethan. All right, guys. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. We will watch the game right here. Pre-game starts 30 minutes before the game, so that's 2 Central, 3 Eastern. We'll start right here, and then we'll have a watch party. We'll watch the game, and then we'll have a post-game show following the game. If you have not subscribed to my channel, guys, please subscribe to my channel. I'm a newer channel. This is my 6th month. I'm at 450 viewers. I'm trying to get to 500. Please help me out. Hit that subscribe button. We will do basketball. Yes, we will do basketball. We will not do every game, but we will do basketball. And I have a basketball section on my channel. And of course, I do shorts, I do videos, I do live, I do a little bit of everything. And keep your notifications turned on because I will go live at any time. I think I will do a live on Friday night, guys. I think let's just do one on Friday night before the game. What the heck? And try to get you motivated for the game. Okay, let's get fired up about this game. This is going to be a close game. Every game we've had with Kiffin he's not a defensive guru, guys. If you haven't noticed when we play them, they don't just stop us, okay? We're going to do fine against these guys. Let's keep it close, get to that fourth quarter. If we're ahead, I'm telling you right now, the nerves are gonna get them. They have set themselves up to fail. Get the lead in the fourth quarter and watch the pressure mount because they are putting all their chips, like I said, all their football chips are in the middle of the table and they're calling us. Because if they lose this game, this is the truth. You're not going to hear this on KSR. You're not going to hear this on Lynch. You're not going to hear this on SEC Filtered, good old boy, all the fine bombers. This is about their football program. If they lose to us, it sets them back a decade. Lane Kiffin's going to have to go. They're not the elite team they thought they were if they lose to us. That's what this is about. It's not about revenge. It's about way more than that. I know these people. I was lived in Mississippi. They think they're superior to us. The stats show that they're not superior to us. You look at the last, I think 20 years. I went back. We've won as many games as they've won in the SEC and everything else. I think I had someone on my videos. Yeah. So look, they got a winning record against us, but we've won in the last 20 years as much as they've won. So they haven't been to the playoffs and we haven't been to the playoffs. So we're all outside the playoff nightclub, standing outside trying to get in. And they want to get in really bad. So they've got to win this game or their football program is pretty much shit. And they know it, and I'm gonna laugh my ass off if it happens. Dude, if we win this game, let me tell you what, it's gonna be the best channel on YouTube, is what it's gonna be. Uh, AFO when we beat South Carolina on the on the field goal, yeah, that set them back. Yeah, yeah, we did that to South Carolina. We set them back. We did Florida. We set them back for a while. Started beating them. We can set people. Look, Mark Stoops is a good. I know his SEC record. He lost a third of his SEC losses in the first 3 or 4 years. He lost 30 SEC games, like his first 3 or 4 years, and he's got 60. Yeah, and look, it's hard to win in this league for us. For us to do, no other coach has done this. Bear Bryant, and Bear Bryant wasn't here that long. Go back. I have a video on Bear Bryant. If you want to go back and check my archives, guy, I got Indiana series video. I got a video for all you guys that want to know history on Bear Bryant. Go back and watch my Bear Bryant video about him. We do have a national championship in football under Bear Bryant, although it was awarded to us in like 1992 because the bowl games didn't count. The national champion was named before the bowl game. We beat Oklahoma in 1951. I think it's 51, and they were undefeated, and we would have been national champions, but we weren't because. But then Sagarin or whoever went back, and Auburn's claiming all these national championships and stuff. So hey, we have won a national championship football. Ole Miss has not won a championship, and I just thought about that. Holy shit, guys! Ole Miss has not won a national championship in football, and we have. Did you know that? Oh my God, that got to start. Holy shit, we have won a national championship in football, and Ole Miss hasn't. Oh my God. Does the truth hurt? Does that hurt? I'm sorry. If there's any, hey, listen, if there's any Ole Miss fan, I'm sorry. Any SEC fans, is that a little much too much truth for you, Lance? Is that a little bit too much truth for everybody? Look, guys, I'm sorry I brought that up. Don't jump off a building. Don't call suicide hotline. I didn't have anything to do with it. I just figured it out that we have won a national championship in football and Ole Miss has not. Man, oh man, I didn't. I got to put that up here. I'm gonna have to add that to my board. 1-0 national championships, 1-0. What do you know? I'll be damned. Learn something new every day, don't you? Yeah, that really sucks for you guys. Man, I hope you guys don't lose to us, man. I really hope you better beat us by 6 touchdowns. 10 points is not good enough, guys. You got to understand, 10 points is not good enough. They're going to have to beat us way more than that. What's up, Sixer? Keep fighting the good fight, brother. I'm trying, but it's hard. I got to fight against our own fans, Sixer. I'm not fighting against. I got to fight against our own guys. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, some of our fans do not need to be on YouTube talking about football. I mean, really. I mean, it's bad. Like I watch other fan bases, and I'm like, okay, they're. I watch our fans like, holy shit. Uh, you're in the trenches. Yeah, I am in the trenches. Now, no, I did this because I knew it would be hard. Guys, for those of you that are new, my wife said, "Why are you not doing a basketball?" If I did which I am going to do basketball, but if I did a basketball channel, it would be all unicorns and rainbows because we're going to win. And I'd come in here and I'd be happy. Nobody's willing to take this on. I told Randy from those effing dogs podcasts, he's like, "Dude, nobody else is willing to take this. I'm going to take it on." All right. If we're going to talk about football, let's know what we're talking about when we get on here. Let's have the roster. Let's have the offense and defense. Let's have the plays. I got the playbook. Let's know a little bit of what we're talking about when we come in here. Okay. I don't come in here and we're gonna feel like we're gonna lose. And no, that's not what I do. Okay. I'm not a coach. Hey, what's up, King Mondo? Realistically, if Calzada performs bad this year, how long do you think I think Bowley will go in after the bye week? Or maybe if he plays bad enough, maybe they'll play him against Eastern Michigan. But you know what, King Mondo, it's not Zach Calzada's fault. Go back and watch my video on Zach Calzada I posted last night. Even ESPN said our receivers drop balls. I show you on my video of people dropping balls that hit both hands. The running back, McGowan, drops a ball, hits him right in both hands. Hardly Gilmore drops that touchdown. So, no, our guys couldn't get open. So, now Calzada's got to play better, but they got to get open. The receivers have to help the quarterback out. If I throw the ball and, a lot of these balls are one, are 50-50 balls. Like, I hate to quote John Calipari on free throws, but on these passes, you can't, you don't have to make all of them, but you got to make some of the catches. We didn't make any of the catches, and that's what got us. The Hester catch should have never been called back. Sixer, he had some bad overthrows. Well, no, on some, but you know what, Sixer, the one where Kendrick Law went long. Kendrick Law, as soon as the guy bodied him up, he stopped running. He gave up on the route. So it looks like, when I watched it live, I'm like, man, he overthrew Law. But then you go watch my video, and when you see it in slow motion, and then when the dude hits him, he just stops running and pulls up. Well, dude, he Calzada threw the ball to where Kendrick Law was supposed to get to. He just didn't get position. So yeah, some of it he did have some overthrows, but some of them were because guys stopped as soon as they got hit. They stopped running. They stopped there on the route, and you cannot do that, man. And so yeah, but no, he's got to play better. Yeah, will improve. Yeah, you can't. It's one game, guys. I mean, you think Texas is going to bench Arch Manning? Huh? He played awful. You think they're gonna fire their offensive coordinator? Why? What is wrong with our fans? What is wrong with you? Huh? What is wrong with you? You think I just fire Bush Hamden? It's one game. You're not going to bench Calzada after one game, okay? Now, if he does really bad this next game, well, now okay. But like I said, if a guy can't get open, does it matter if Boley's in there? I mean, the guy's not open. If I can't outfight the defensive back and you throw a perfect ball and I stop on a route or I can't out, it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. The receivers are the problem right now. As much, no, I think more than the quarterback. Yes, Calzada played bad. Yes, that safety was stupid. They should have never. He got scared. If you watch my video, they started walking up and they showed him a blitz and he freaked out and he shouldn't have did that and he didn't hand the ball off and the dude popped him. So yeah, he's got to play better. Got to play better. But you know what? The dude's played a lot of football and no excuse here. Sixer, yes, will improve. All right, I'm Thomas, Kentucky Football Nation. You know what? We've been going 2 hours. We're going to go a little bit longer. I feel good tonight. It's 10 o'clock here. It's 11 o'clock here. Let's go a little bit longer. We got enough people in here. We're talking about Georgia State here. For those of you who just came in here, I got some facts for you, some logic, some stats, not feelings. Georgia State ran the ball 34 times for 191 yards. They averaged 5.6 yards per carry. But Ole Miss says they're going to stop our running game. Okay, Georgia State is awful, awful. And if you watch that game, and I actually went and watched the whole game, they ran right through them. They friggin' ran. You would think, wait a minute, why are they running? They ran the ball even when they were down. They were still running their stuff. So, okay, they're going to load the box. I don't believe anything I hear. They're going to load the box sometimes, but they can't load the box all the time. Christopher, what's up, Carlisle? If Calzada has a bad game and we still win, they need to bench him. Well, we'll see. Let's just worry. Look, let's worry about all that. Look, guys, you guys are getting ahead of yourself. Let's see if he has a bad game. If you're talking about if he has a bad game, if he does, we'll see what happens. Let's just try to get through this game and worry about this game. Let him play. Like I said, it wasn't his fault. If you listen to ESPN, those guys that analyze the game. They're talking about that KSR today. 6 of their college football people analyzed our game, and they said Calzada, it was not his fault. It was the wide receivers because they were never open. They never got open. They couldn't get open, and you can't do that. So, uh, our receivers have to play well. We need to bench some receivers, is what we need to do. We need to get Hester and Stellato starting over Law. And, well, I don't know. who's back up? Well, I can't say you can't take out Macklin. Somehow Hester, no, Hester is Gilmore. Okay, Hester needs to be playing over Gilmore, and Stellato might need to play over Law, although Law does a lot of blocking. So yeah, Hardly Gilmore has to sit down, and JJ Hester needs to be out there at least 50% of the time. Yeah, I mean, you got to get the guy's 6'5", and the guy made an excellent catch. He won a one-on-one battle, and you didn't go back to him. Forget this, man. The depth chart is one thing, but change that some bitch because we got to get our best receivers out there. We cannot. They're going to load the box. We have to hit the tight ends. We have to hit the running back on a circle route. Seth McGowan cannot be dropping passes that hit him in both hands at the first down marker, and they hit him right in his hands, and he dropped it. Go back and watch Matt Calzada video I posted last night. We go over all this. Yes, it was a 50-50%. It's 50% his fault, but it's 50% the wide receiver's fault. And of course, Rodriguez fumbled that ball. We were going down to score. So we'll see what happens. I want 5 sacks. Well, I'll take. Yeah, I do too. This guy runs. This he'll take off running. So we gotta watch out for that. King Mondo. I think we'll be able to tell where we are. Yeah, yeah, sure will. You know what? They're gonna be able to tell where they are. And you know where they think they are and where they really are might be two different things. And where we think we are and where we are might be two different things. Let's just see what happens. I'm just saying, 10.5 points, that's not a huge spread, guys. I want you to understand 31-21 is what Vegas has this game, about 31-21. That's the point totals. That's a winnable game for us. 10 points, that's a winnable, and they know it. And okay, but if you guys on your SEC podcast quoting Star Wars, come looking like you're fucking homeless in your mom's basement with your hat on backwards, think you're going to win 52-7. Okay, all right, and maybe you will. Maybe I should smoke dope and turn my hat around backwards and not brush my teeth and look homeless, man. Just come in here. Hell, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Vegas is wrong. Maybe the numbers are wrong. Maybe maybe Georgia State got lucky. I don't. I watched the whole game, and they sure as hell ran right past their. They even ran past their linebackers, and they get tackled by their secondary. How you think they got 5.6 yards of carry? Who the hell you think was tackling them? The front four? The front seven? No, no, that's your problem, buddy, right there. So you better sure they're believe me, they're working on run tackling and running game right now, and that's why Bush Hamden's got to outsmart these guys. We got to throw the ball, guys. Have to throw the ball. Somebody's got to make a play. I don't care who it is. Hey, what's up, Octavian? Hey, man, I can't do. Is it this? I think I've never done this before. Octavian, is it forward or is it sideways? Octavian's Florida Gators. Hey, man, we like the Gators. We don't disrespect anybody. Tucky might pull up. Says he. Thank you, Octavian. We're just sitting here talking about that. Octavian, Georgia State, shitty team, had 34 carries for 191 yards rushing, 5.6 yards per carry. But Ole Miss fans say that we can't run on them, Octavian. Okay. I don't know how, we got 220 yards rushing on a decent. I mean, Toledo's not a bad team. They sure as hell are better than Georgia State. But somehow they're going to stop us. And it's 10.5. We're a 10.5 point underdog. But Ole Miss and all these SEC experts say we're going to lose 52-7. We're getting blown off the field. Their team is superior to our team. We can't stop them no matter what we do. You're going to see I have a video coming out on Friday. Can't stop them. Oh, Miss, thank you, Octavian. See, guys, Octavian. Finally, Octavian comes in here, a Florida fan that knows what he's talking about. They are soft up front. That's what I keep saying. How the hell do you run for 191 yards on somebody that's stout? Come on, guys. I mean, facts, Octavian. They don't want to look at the facts. These podcasts, SEC podcasters, they don't care about stats and facts, and they just feel. We feel like we're going to win 52-7. I feel like it. One past podcast is quoting Star Wars. SEC filter. I'm not going to call them unfiltered. SEC filtered is quoting Star Wars. That's all you got? Damn, Darth Vader and shit. Okay. All right. Good luck with that Star Wars shit. Yeah, Octavian. What they're doing is, Octavian, they're setting themselves up to fail. They're putting so much pressure on themselves. They got to win this game. They got to win this game. They got to go to the playoffs. They got to, Lane Kiffin has to do well. They have to get to the playoffs. You guys got to understand. They got to. They don't have the window for Lane Kiffin is closing like this right here. It's closing. And if we beat them, this is the window. Done. We set them back a decade, just like we did South Carolina. We messed them up for a decade. We messed them up. They have to win. They have to blow us out. They don't have a choice. That's when you get in the fourth quarter. We're ahead. Oh my God! Then the pressure starts mounting, just like in basketball when we're 40-0. We were trying to go 30, 40-0, and we couldn't do it. The pressure gets to you because Wisconsin pulled ahead in that basketball game, and the pressure got to us. That's what's hopefully going to happen to them. I hope it does. King Mondo Hester's a dog. Yeah, he has to play. He's 6'5". He's too big. He's the only guy that can hand fight. I think him and Stellato can out hand fight. So we need guys that can hand fight, and we don't have that right now. Harley Gilmore and Kendrick Law cannot out hand fight one of us, maybe. I don't know. So yeah. But yeah, Ole Miss is soft up front, and that's how they hit him. He threw 2 picks on the first 3 possessions. Austin Simmons. Now I'm not saying he's going to throw 2 picks or whatever, but let's confuse him. Let's maybe he'll start overthrowing some people. He didn't get. Look, we're not Georgia State. I know these guys think we're Georgia State. We're not Georgia State. All right. I know we're the worst team in Division One, and we're just trailer trash, and we can't. No way can we beat the almighty Ole Miss. One of their dumbass podcasters said they're better than us at every position, and I'm like, are you mentally ill? Is that what you are? That guy, and this guy has a radio show. I thought, well, this guy in the regular YouTuber, he must know what he's talking about. And I was like, what? I had to stop watching that because people just say shit off the top of their head. He probably couldn't name anybody on our roster. So yeah, every position, all 22. Really? Damn, that's pretty good. Dude, we got suck bad for yeah. Alex Safari, you got somebody better than him? Because I sure as hell didn't see it. I didn't see anybody better than Gusta. 2 of our offensive linemen are going to the NFL, Pete and Braun, but you got a better offensive line than we do. Are you on drugs? Huh? Are you on drugs? I wish somebody from Ole Miss would come in here. Look, I'll let you talk, but come on. Wish we could compete with Georgia State. Yeah, if you look, we suck. We're no good, guys. We're gonna get beat. You're gonna come in here. We're gonna start the pregame 30 minutes before the game, 2 Central, 3 Eastern. We're gonna have a watch party. We're gonna have a postgame show. Now we're gonna get beat 52-0. And this one podcast, SEC Unfiltered, I'm gonna show you on Friday. They said there's nothing we can do about it. They're superior to us. Lane Kiffin, they're superior. Forget about those other games that we played them close. We won last year. That doesn't mean anything. Forget about these stats. Don't look at Vegas. We don't have any chance of beating them. They are so superior to us that we have zero. We're just going to have to lose, guys. I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to break it to you guys tonight. I didn't want to have to come in here and tell you the truth. We're going to get beat 52-7. I'm sorry. That's the way I feel, because that's what YouTube. I know YouTube is about feelings. I feel like we're going to lose 52-7 or win, so therefore we will. I don't have to have any numbers to back up anything. I just say it, right? Of course, you guys know I'm joking if you just came in here. The stats don't say that. The stats say 10.5, and 10.5 is not that much. The line, Ethan Hurley can't wait to see how Afari and Hardaway do. Yeah, look, our defense, listen, we're going to get a pass rush on him. Last week we didn't even blitz and we got a pass rush on them. Now their offensive line's a little bigger than Toledo, but I think we might play a 4-3, but if our defensive lineman can get a pass rush on them and we don't have to blitz, oh man, we can stop the run and the pass. So believe me, now they're going to run the ball. This isn't going to be like Toledo running out of the shotgun, running the air raid. They're going to try and run the ball. So they are, but you know what? Vegas doesn't have them getting a lot of rushing yards. Vegas has us getting more rushing yards, which we should. I think they have McGowan getting 68 and Dowdell getting 50. Well, that's 110. We'll probably do more than that. But Wilcox, guys, looks like he's off the team. It's not official yet. I hate to bring that up in the middle of our conversation here. But Wilcox, look, you can't do domestic violence. You can't do that. I mean, he's off the team. I don't even know if he maybe Mark Stoops suspends him for the rest of the year. I don't know, guys. It was really bad. And he went into somebody's room in the middle of the night. Are you out of your mind? I mean, look, he might be done. I think you're gonna have to. We've had so many problems that we're just probably gonna have to let him go. Is Oh, hold on a second, guys. I gotta let my cat. I didn't know you were in here. Hold on a second, guys. Look, baby, I'm sorry. I know you're in here. Here, I had her trapped in here. Go on. Sorry, I usually get my cats out of here, but well, my kitty. Go cats. Gosh, you hate to hear it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, look, getting back to Wilcox, yeah, guys, can't do that. I mean, and we can't have that. We have so much problems in the locker room. I don't even want to. I don't want them on the team. Look, just Patterson can be our emergency backup, and look, it's a shame because when he went to fourth on the depth chart, I thought it was because of him not playing well. Well, it wasn't. It was because he did something stupid. And look, I don't know I don't know what's in his head. When you're young, you do stupid shit, but you can't do that. So I don't think he put his hands on. Well, he may put his hands on. I don't think he did something really bad, but just going in somebody's room and not being invited, that's burglary right there. I mean, you can't do that. AFO Wilcox, his own worst enemy. Yeah, I just wish he would get back to not tying his shoe. Hell, I thought that was bad. I never seen a kid who can't tie his shoe, a football player, but yeah, he's gone. I mean, look, you gotta let him go. Mark Stoops is not saying anything, but no, you can't. I don't know how you bring him back. I really don't. We'll see. Um, and we'll see. Maybe Cutter Boley will get in the game. I don't know. Maybe Boley will get in there for a series. You never know. I don't think so. This wouldn't be the game to try to put him in. Unless Calzada just stinks it up so bad he can't or gets hurt. Knock on wood. We don't need that. Um, the report did say I seen the report off the team get kicked off the team. Oh well, he probably is. Yeah, it's going to come out. I mean, look, he's going to have to. That happened to Seth McGowan. Seth McGowan stole some stuff or got arrested in Oklahoma for burglary or some, and he went and got his life together. He went to junior. Now he did get his life together, but Wilcox won't be able to do it here. So that's the bad part. Hopefully he can go and get himself together and go to a junior college and work his way back. That's what happened to McGowan, and McGowan is, you know. So let's hope he can do that. Yes, yeah, Chris Rodriguez. Well, Chris Rodriguez just had somebody clocking him in at a job. By the way, he's probably going to, the Redskins traded, you're going to see him score some touchdowns for the Redskins. Oh, and by the way, we have 29 people in the NFL and Ole Miss only has 22. I hate to bring that up. Yeah. Oh, and they haven't, we won a SEC title in 1976. They haven't won one since 1963, but they're better than we are. They're a way better program than we are. We're not, we're trying to catch up to them. Oh, and you know what, guys? We have a national title in football and they don't. See, Bear Bryant won one in 1951 for us, and they don't have a national championship in football. I hate, did I bring it up to you guys? Did I bring it up earlier? I'm sorry if there's any SEC podcasters or Ole Miss fans in here. I'm just, that's facts. I mean, I feel like it. I don't feel like we did. We have a national championship in football, and you don't. But you're better than we are. We suck, and there's no way we can beat you. So don't worry. That was in the past. There's no way we can beat you guys. We're gonna get beat 63-7. You're gonna, in fact, what'd you do? You put 70 on Georgia State, and you put 600, almost 700 yards offense. You'll probably put 800 yards on us. I don't think you'll probably score 70 like Steve Spurrier did that one time. Yeah, you'll probably score 70. I don't think you have to worry about this game at all. Just come on in here and don't worry. Just relax. You're going to blow us out. Don't worry about it. Just come on in. AFO, I bet Wilcox 2 years from now is back in the SEC. Well, I'm for second chances. Yeah. So I hope he is. But all right, guys, we've been on here 2 hours and 20 minutes. I'm gonna go a little bit longer. We got 20 people in here, so you know what? I'm gonna go a few more minutes. Um, no, guys, let's do a live. Yeah, let's do a live on Friday night. Why not? We'll talk about uh, before the game, and we'll see what happens before Friday. Look, nobody's gonna say anything. Lane Kiffin's not gonna give anything away. They're gonna run the ball. Okay, all this stuff about Austin Simmons throwing touchdowns, and now he'll throw, but they gotta run. They gotta be balanced. Look. I don't know if we can win this game, but I think we can hang with them. And if we can hang with them, who knows? But Vegas has it 31-21, and that's probably about what it will be. What time? And say we'll do 8 Central, 9 Eastern on Friday night. Same time. Let's do 8 Eastern. This seems to work well. Uh, and I was like I said, KSR was on tonight. I didn't know if anybody would come in here, but man, KSR. I mean, Luckett and Nick Roush, dude. I thought they were talking about a funeral or something tonight. Man, get fired up, Jesus. I mean, damn. And there's no excitement around the football. Well, damn, you dude, you're the media. Create the excitement. I mean, I'm not gonna come in here and look. We have a chance to win this game. Only because why? Because we can run the ball. And guess what Georgia State did? They ran the ball for 191 yards and 5.6 yards a carry. But they're going to shut our running game down because our offensive line, who has two people going to the NFL, is worse than Georgia State's offensive line. And our running backs are worse than them. So we can't do that to them. See, that's it. Like Octavian said, they're soft. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to come in. They're going to have to load the box. Where wide receivers have to do their job. Calzada and wide receivers have to be on the same page. Got to catch the ball if it hits you. If you get two hands on the ball, yeah, you got to catch it. What's crazy is no one talks about how close the game is. That was decided by. Well, yeah. Well, look, that's too much. Most people that do, especially our fans. I mean, forget about the SEC fans. Yeah, I mean, that would take time to look up stats, Ethan. You'd have to look up stats. You'd have to make a chart. You'd actually have to, actually look stuff up and, look at, know the game. That's too much. I don't have time for that, you guys. You guys' expectation I don't see how the hell these channels have thousands of viewers. Who the hell is watching these people? Why would you watch somebody that doesn't know what the hell they're talking about and they say we suck? And they let people come on their podcast and rip us. Lance. Oh, Lance. We talked about Lance for the first 10 minutes. We'll stop talking about Lance. But Lance. What am I going to do with you, man? Let somebody come on your podcast and rip us. Okay. That would never happen here. Yeah, Ethan. Yeah, no one talks about it. Stats or look, that's too much time. I think once you get your channel monetized, you just go, what the hell? I'll just roll out of bed and put on the headset and just say a bunch of shit that sounds good, and they'll fall for it and they'll subscribe to me and I'll make money. That must be how it is, and you got people trying to do the whole SEC or the whole damn. Very few people can do more than one team. It's hard enough to do one team, but if I try to do all 16 rosters, you have to be good, or either just come on and turn your hat around backwards and just don't shave, look like you Raleigh Ben, just start saying whatever off the top of your head. Yeah, Alabama. Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah. Thanks for watching. And then and somehow I'm looking, and they got like, 7,000 subscribers. How the hell you get 7,000 people to listen to that shit? I don't know, but all right, guys, we're gonna go a few more minutes. What do you want to talk about? Last couple minutes here. Anybody want to talk about any fans from another school? Shout your school out. We had a lot of fun tonight. I was a little hard on Lance, but I don't feel bad about it, guys. I'm not apologizing. If he was in front of me, I would chew. Let me tell you what, dude. I was in the military. I'm a firefighter. If my guys screw up, I will chew their ass out. But that's a job where our job, somebody could get hurt. But if Lance was in front of me, I would chew his ass out just like I did, because what he does is not cool, not cool. He needs to stop doing football, but he's not, because he's making money. This Locked On stuff is a whole network. Locked On Titans, Locked On Rebels. They're all lets people come on his channel and to rip us. All right, Lance, whatever, dude. Um, all right, guys. Like I said, we let's do a live Friday night. Let's do it 8. I'll put it out that morning or the night before. Watch my Austin Simmons video tomorrow night, and I'll show you why they're beatable. And well, I'm not going to show you. The tape is going to show you. I say tape. The footage is going to show you that he didn't play well. Their offensive line didn't play well. I didn't do any of their defense because I just didn't want to bore you to death. But yeah, their defense. Yeah, their offensive line is shaky, and they have 3 new people, and somehow they're just weird, but they're still superior to us. We still can't get to them. So I'll do what I can to show you their offense tomorrow night, and then I have a video Friday that I've already done where I went on a rant, and I might have to take that one down because I'm gonna have to think about that one because I chew some people, not just Lance, some other people. In fact, I don't even play Lance. I play another podcast, and these guys are just mentally ill, but they are mentally ill with thousands of followers. And I only, if before I get off here, guys, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. We will do the game. Okay. Like I said, we're going to come on here at 3 Central, uh, excuse me, 2 Central, 3 Eastern on Saturday, 30 minutes before the game. We're going to do a pregame and then we're going to do the whole game. And I'm going to have to get my voice calmed down because my voice was done after 5 hours. And then we're going to do a postgame show right after it where we'll talk about it. And maybe, look, I think if we can hang with them, we got a chance, but we got a chance to do something special. And people, I'm glad people are sleeping on us. I'm glad people think this is going to be 63-7, and I'm glad. Look, be happy. Look, that's what we need. Don't sit here and be sad and scared. Lane Kiffin is scared. Ole Miss fans are scared. I don't give a damn what you say. You know that you have to win this game. You know you do because your entire football program reputation of your coach and your program is riding on one game. If you lose to us, you're done. You're done for about a decade. And you know it, and I know it, and you better win the game. You better win. That's all I got to say. You've been talking shit. You better back that shit up. You better back it up. So, all right, guys. Well, if not, we'll just come in here and get beat 70-7 or whatever. All right, guys. Well, let's call it a night. We're going to call this at 2 hours and 30 minutes, and I enjoyed every minute of it. And I apologize for nothing. And if I chewed somebody out, you deserved it. And that's the way. And if I deserve to be chewed out, you guys chew me out, okay? And we'll do it both ways. All right, guys. Friday night, uh, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. We'll have a little pregame before the pregame show, and we'll see what happens in the next 48 hours. And we'll come back on here, and we'll do a live, and we'll have fun, and we'll talk. And I'll be ready to go 3 hours. Thank you, Ethan. Be here. Thank you very much for everybody that came in here tonight. I appreciate all my subscribers. I will be ready. I will have stats. If I talk about something, I'll have the stats. I'll have the roster. I'll have graphics. See my fancy graphics in here. So I'm not going to just come on here and talk about feelings. That's not what I do, and that's not who I am. So if you want feelings, and somebody asked me if would I do a co-host, I forgot who that was. Probably will never do a co-host now, not on the show with me because uh, you know. But no, I appreciate all you guys. So I'll see you um, Friday night at 8 Central, 9 Eastern. And then, of course, the pregame. We will start our pregame 30 minutes before the game, and that will be at 2 Central on Saturday, 3 Eastern. All right, guys. Have a good night. Have a safe couple days. I'll see you Friday night. We'll do a live. Listen, get happy. Don't listen to all the, I ain't going to say noise. That's John Calipari. Get happy. Okay. We got a chance to beat these guys. 10.5 is not a big line. Okay. We can get to them. Watch my Austin Simmons video tomorrow night. You guys have a good night. I'll see you later. Hey, go Cats.